Hello. 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 Whiskey whisker, wherever you are. Oh, do you have armpit chlamydia? Are you in the ACC, the armpit chlamydia clan? Because you don't know what safe sex is because you come from that culture. Yeah, you people stay to yourselves. We don't want your STDs. We're not looking for people in the ACC, in the armpit chlamydia clan, because they don't know what safe sex is. We think you people are pretty gross and very bizarre. We don't want anything to do with you. You stay with your people. We'll stay with our people, okay? Okay. Okay. Hi. Hello, my love. Hi. Oh, thank you. Hi, Diane. Welcome. Welcome, my love. Is it? Yeah. Go to Google. Type in armpit CH. Look at the autofill because of those people. They're busy giving each other STDs in weird places because they don't practice safety. Those people. The ones who come here saying body count definitely matters because of STDs. Those are the people spreading armpit chlamydia because they don't know what safe sex is. They were not taught how to practice safe sex. So we let those people stay with each other, giving each other armpit chlamydia, but we're not interested in those people. They're super spreaders, giving each other weird STDs in weird places. They do bizarre things they call soaking. It's not sex, it's soaking. Because they're so demented, right? Like they come from a culture that has a very demented view on sexuality. You're not allowed to have sex because God's looking at the vagina. Meanwhile, with the children, right? Because in those cultures, you have the highest rates of abuse. No, you people, you stay with each other. We're not interested in you people. Right? I mean, you're so weak. Look at these words that speak about women's autonomy. I'm enraged because you're so weak. How could you be so weak? We're not affected by you. We're indifferent. Look up the word indifferent just in case, because I know you don't quite know what I'm talking about. Because again, the lack of education, Mormon, fundamental Christianity, any religion that has like no sex until marriage kind of thing, like they're busy policing people's genitalia while they're busy doing things to people that are too young to consent. We don't want those people around us. We get rid of them. Hi, Rose. So 100% of these losers who say body count matters just make up stories in their head because they're delusional, dysfunctional, mentally ill, right? They believe what they tell themselves because, again, the mental illness is intense with them. Ripple.
Good evening.
Hi. Something happened to them. Their mom gave birth standing up and they just landed right on their head, never been right. I don't know what it is, but we don't care. It's not our business to care about them. They can take care of themselves. We'll take care of ourselves. It's really simple, ladies. We don't think about them. We don't worry about them. We don't focus on them. We get rid of them. we get rid of them, or you're saving yourself for a male who demands a virgin. You want to make an uninformed decision. You want to pay the ultimate price of commitment for a box you haven't opened yet because you have been indoctrinated into a culture that says you, a female, should not be making a fully informed decision when you get married. Don't open the box and find out what's inside. That goes against our culture of manipulating you into situations you should never be in. You want to subscribe to that? You go ahead and do it. Us smart, logical people don't do that. But you have every right to do what you want to do.
Having consensual sex doesn't mean you don't respect yourself. I don't understand the thought process there.
Not having sex until marriage is really not respecting yourself at all. Diane, it's not respecting yourself. I don't respect my own body because I put myself at the mercy of somebody that I haven't even figured out actually respects my body. I don't respect my body because I put myself at the mercy of the person who may demand sex from me, even though I'm tired and overworked, and this person is lazy and selfish. I don't respect my own body, so I marry somebody before fully understanding who they are. We're not interested in that, but you go ahead and you do that. We don't care.
For those of you who think it's wrong or sinful or bad to have consensual sex before marriage, just don't do it. Just don't do it.
Okay.
It's crashing out right now.
Yes, the losers, right, ladies? The losers with no self-respect, no self-control. Body count definitely matters to losers that are controlling, insecure, stuck in the past, PP obsessed, delusional, mentally ill. They make up stories in their head, believe everything they tell themselves, right, ladies? Make sure you get rid of these people that are stuck in their heads and delusions. We don't want people like that. They're failures. Massive failures. Failures to listen, failures to respect you. Is it matters to losers? I never disagree with that. Of course it matters to losers, Adam, but we don't pick losers. Sleep with everyone.
Nice.
Did you see that, ladies? Sleep with everyone, because when he looks at a female, he thinks of every set of male genitalia. That's a pretty deep obsession. Hi, what's your name?
Can I just say, not Alex thinks that 8 is a lot. And Alex, just because you can't get anybody to have sex with you doesn't mean it's wrong to have sex, okay?
Hello, sorry. I just wanted to say that why so explain to me why body count doesn't matter.
Sure, give me 1 second, okay? Okay, I just gotta grab my visual aids. What's your name?
My name's Sean.
Sean, have you had sex with people in the past?
Yes, ma'am.
Would you say who you did is who you are?
Would I say who I had sex with is who I am? No, definitely not.
No, I wouldn't say that either, because I'm also logical. So I know in order to find out who you are, I don't ask who you did because it won't inform me. So if I want to find out who you are, I need to spend time with you. My dating strategy, minimum 3 months, no kissing, no sex, no sleepovers, no exclusivity, means we talk, because we're not occupying each other's mouth with our kisses, means we get to know each other. If I spend enough time with you over the course of 3 months, I will see the consistency in your behaviors, and I will see if you bring to the table the same elements I do. So if I want to find out who you are, I got to spend time with you, not ask you for a number, right?
Yes, I agree, but I also think that I don't think that who you had sex with is who I am, but I think it's who I was, if you understand what I mean.
Yeah, but am I committing? If I pick you for a long-term relationship Am I committing to who you are or who you were?
Who I am. That's very
Exactly.
true. Very true.
Yes. And so my strategy is to teach women to stand in the present and assess you instead of asking who you did and then making up a story that could be incorrect because it's no longer applicable.
Yeah, I definitely think there's some truth to that for sure.
Would
But I
that
think
not be the fair way of operating?
you said, would that be the fair way of operating? That would be fair, yeah. That would be definitely more fair to look at a woman in the present. But I also think that we need to know her past, because if you don't know the past, you're doomed to repeat it in the
Oh,
present. You know what they say.
no. Incorrect. Incorrect. Who a woman did before you had nothing to do with you.
No, it
You
doesn't
no,
it doesn't have to do with you.
had nothing to do with you. And you asking who she did is you being so egotistical. You want to say it was all about you. Now, you said you need to know how she operates, right?
But
Patterns. Know her
yeah.
patterns. You need to know if she's loyal. You need to know if she has patience, impulse control. I mean, is she confident or is she just seeking attention from anybody? How would you find that out?
By asking her questions.
By asking her questions. Well, she could say anything, right?
True, yeah. Good.
Yeah. So how would you find out?
By getting to know her, like through time.
Oh, right. Yes. Because here's the thing, asking a body count is uncorroborable information. I don't know if I just made up a word, but you can't corroborate that, right? I mean, it could be 2,000 and she says 2, right?
Yeah, somebody in the comments said she can't be loyal if she slept with the whole town. Like, that's my
I'm
thing.
going to
Like,
block that person because we just don't let ridiculous people stay in our environment. Like, you look at a woman, you think of a whole town set of genitalia. Like, that's just too mentally ill to stay here. So anyways, she could have done 2,000, but she tells you 2. Now, if she's all of this 3 months in, 6 months in, 2 years in, 20 years in, would you have ever known that she did 2,000?
no, but I think that you cannot deny that a woman who's done 2,000, she has no respect for
I
it. She
will
has no respect
deny
for herself.
anything. I will deny any little piece of shit you put in your hand and try to point to and call a statistic.
Right.
I
But
will
I'm saying
deny
if
that.
you get
I will deny that until you show me a peer-reviewed study, because somebody coming here and making up statistics or making up a psychology or a sociology, anything like that, if you want me to believe what you say, you have to show me something outside of what came out of your mouth.
Okay, I see what you mean. I think that it's just kind of logical though. Like,
No. You know what logical is? Logical is standing in the present, observing your behaviors to understand who you are. That's logic.
true that.
Real quick.
Yeah.
Well, I was asking Chantal because it's her live. So why are you assuming that if somebody has a body count, which could be 1, like a body count can be any number? Why are you
Right.
assuming that that means they're going to be unfaithful? Does
No,
it mean you're going to be unfaithful?
I didn't say that. I think that they're going to be unfaithful, but I
You
also
said that
think
that's your concern.
what was my
You said
concern?
that somebody with a high body count would be unfaithful. You said
Right.
something
You said
about
you said one. You said one body.
yeah,
I
because a body
think
count can be anything. Some people think that 1 is a body count. Some people think that if you've had sex with anybody before you got married, it's a high body count.
yeah, true.
See how subjective it is, and it's ridiculous?
It
Like,
is.
what's
It
your body
is.
count? What's your number?
It doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter
Yeah,
because
exactly. It doesn't matter. Exactly.
I'm not the one who has to give access. Like, I'm not asking for access.
No.
Let
If
me
it doesn't
correct
count for
something.
you, it doesn't count for anybody.
Let me correct something.
Can I ask a question?
Sorry, what was your name again? Adam? No, sorry. Tell me
Sean.
again. Sean. I'm sorry. I should remember that. Okay, Sean. You're not the selector. When you meet a woman, she doesn't care what you think. She doesn't care who you did, but she does care about how you operate. And if the way you operate is to make up a story and believe what you made up, she's going to get rid of you because you're not showing any logic.
Yeah. But my question is, all right, as a woman, when you have sex with a man, is that man not gaining access to you?
Because we wanted that.
Okay.
So what?
Okay.
But
So
so what?
with that being said,
Yeah.
in the
We chose
future,
him, right? Like he didn't get access if I didn't choose him. He
yeah,
wanted it. Listen, I'll walk into a room full of males. I'm pretty sure every single one is going to want access. I
yeah.
picked one male. Am I a SLUT because I picked one out of 200 that wanted me?
Definitely not. Definitely.
Who do you think is
Definitely
more
not.
discerning, by the way? Who do you think does more rejecting? Is it males or is it females?
Females.
So if a male has a body count of 50 and a female has a body count of 50, who did more rejecting, the male or the female?
The female.
So the female's more discerning, even with a higher body count, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. 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 Yes.
If somebody has sex with you, does that mean that they have access to you?
Definitely. Yeah. For sure.
Forever?
Yeah, so why is it wrong for women?
Hold on.
Because
Forever? Do they have access forever?
I mean, I don't know. Honestly, they could. Yeah.
No. You had sex with people in the past. You said so in the beginning, right?
Yes.
Do they have access to you forever?
Honestly, yeah. Shoot, if
What do you
if
mean?
I saw them again, I'd like, and it's happened before. You know,
Sure.
you see someone that you've been intimate with in the past.
Yeah. Where's the access? Why did you mute? You're muted. What? I can't hear you. So you met somebody that you had sex with in the past. Where's the access?
No, I cut out, but I was saying that when I see them, it's like this kind of awkward interaction where we've been intimate with each other, and I know like
Oh,
a
you feel
part of them that
awkward. You feel awkward. I'm not asking your emotions. I asked you, what is the access? I asked
Oh, right,
if the people you had sex with in the past still have access to you. You said yes. I asked you to tell me how, and then you talked about your fifis. This is not a therapy session. I need you to tell me how somebody you had sex with in the past still has access to you. Explain it.
because I got intimate with them in the past, so
What's the
it could
access?
easily
Don't
happen
repeat
again. It could
yourself.
easily happen again.
Access. Don't repeat yourself. Answer the question.
Access. They have access to me because I'd be not all the
Why are you muting?
He's saying, I don't know, was he mute? He's saying
Yeah, sorry,
he's
sorry, I keep
easy.
getting muted.
He's saying he's easy, and it could easily happen again. That's what he just said. So he's
Is that
projecting
what
that,
you
and
mean,
this.
Sean?
Yeah, honestly, I may be projecting, but like it's true. Like if I've had
So, okay, I need to figure this out. So, everybody you had sex with in the past can still have sex with you today.
not everybody, not
Even if
everybody.
you're in a relationship, because they still have access because your legs are still open. Is that it?
No, not everybody,
then-
but some.
okay,
Some, yes, they definitely still have access to me. Like if they wanted some, I'd give it to them.
Because your legs are still open, they can still do you because you're still ready to go for them.
No, it's more like I know them, and I won't get another.
Why are you cutting out when you're talking to me? This is not facilitating a conversation. What's going on?
I'm sorry, my connection is really bad. So sorry.
Do you need to? Why is it cutting in and out though?
Somebody's calling, but I'm gonna probably head out. But thank you for your words of encouragement, and I will take it into consideration. Even though we debated, but still, I was listening to what you were saying.
Think about that and come back. I host this live stream Monday to Friday, 6 p.m. Eastern time. Sometimes I'll change the time, sometimes I'll change the place, but there's always a button in the link in my bio for my 2 hours a day, Monday to Friday, okay?
Got it. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Anytime, Sean.
The immaculate projection.
I know, my love. I know.
It's like he's like, yeah, I'll. I mean, if they want to sleep with me, I'll sleep with them. But body count, you like what?
So, in honor of all the losers in my comment section, I do want to point out, ladies, your dating strategy for making sure you never end up with somebody who is a loser like you see here. Observation before selection, no kissing, no sex, no sleepovers, no exclusivity, minimum 3 months is called vetting. Body count does not matter. Who you did is not who you are when you're ready for a long-term relationship. You want to make sure you pick the right person, not these toady little losers here. These toads will not turn into a prince if you kiss one of them. If you don't want to buy a book, that's okay. There's a free one in the link in my bio. Fake love need not apply. How to identify and safely remove posers, losers, scammers, and predators. And I mean, you know, I got lots of other books too. We'll do a book walkthrough in a little bit.
Hello.
Hi, what's your name?
Hi, how are you?
Good. What's your name?
Just call me Nun.
I can't hear you. What's your name?
Mr. Nun.
Mr. Nun. I'll call you Nun. So, Nun, what topic are you here for?
The body count. For me personally, I get
So,
what
by the
people.
way, I'm not here to listen to you speak about yourself. Thank you for answering my question. Now that I understand what you're here for, I need to let you know this is a facts over feelings debate. That means it's not an individualized debate. I'm not debating you on you in any attempt to change your mind or ways in any way, shape, or form. We are discussing this without starting a sentence with I think, I feel, my opinion, my experience. Thank you, my love. So you're not to censor yourself in this in any way at all. So are you here to have a facts over feelings debate, or are you here to talk about your thoughts and feelings? Because if you're here to talk about your thoughts and feelings,
Yeah, I feel the facts
listen,
is
you said I feel. It seems like you're not
yeah.
hearing
No,
me. I'm
no,
not
no.
here to listen to your
The reason why I'm
feelings.
saying it because facts.
I can't hear you when I'm
Can you hear
talking.
me?
So what? No, not when I'm talking. So don't talk when I'm talking. I'm going to
Okay.
ask you a question. I want a yes or no. Are you here to talk about this subject in a factual way, or are you here to talk about your feelings? Which one is it? Facts or feelings?
It's facts.
Facts. Okay, a little bit of ground rules. A fact would be like this. Would you agree this is a key?
Yes.
Me too. A fact is something outside of you and me, agreed upon on site because it is so obvious. If you wanted to bring a science, you have to bring 4 pieces of information to prove you didn't lie. We need title of the peer-reviewed study you read, the website you found it on, the page number and paragraph number, where you found the words you want to say here. We'll go find those words and then you can say it out loud. And this is how we ensure there's no amplification of lies, fear-mongering, or disinformation. Is that fair?
Okay.
Is that fair?
That's fair. Yeah, I said okay.
Okay. I just said okay, tells me you heard, but yes means you agreed. So words are very important here. I'll let you go first. What do you have? Facts or science?
Okay. Facts or science?
Facts or
Okay.
science? You can choose. I have 3 facts.
All right. Okay. Well, it's a fact that obviously if you put yourself in certain
Oh, that was a
situations,
sociology, a psychology, or a statistic. What is the title of your peer-reviewed study?
the fact is if you
Oh
put
no, what
yourself
is
in
the title of your peer-reviewed
positions,
study? If you're attempting to speak for other people and the effects on other people, you need to bring a science because I don't
okay,
accept people pooping
can
in
I
a
say it?
can and then
I
pointing
wouldn't
to
have
it.
I wouldn't have the
I can't
opportunity to
hear you
say
when
it.
I'm talking, so don't talk when I'm talking. I don't accept people pooping
Okay.
in their hand and pointing to it and saying this is what other people go through. You can't do that. That's a science. You need to study for that, okay?
Okay.
So you
Well, it's a fact that if you have
if
SMEX,
you have,
you
that's a
increase the
statistic,
chances
that's a
of
science. What's the title of your study? I don't accept how you keep trying
study.
to present a
What the hell's
science
going on,
about
man?
a
You
study.
crazy,
No,
man. Have a
no.
nice
Don't talk
day.
when
Bye
I'm
bye.
talking. I can't
Enjoy.
hear
Bye bye.
you. I can't. Oh, he ran away. I guess he had no facts. He evidently had no science. He kept trying to call a science a fact. but it wasn't working. So then he ran away. Why would I let him talk? He wasn't presenting anything factual or scientific. I don't let people yap, disinformation, lies, or fear mongering. Is that why you want me to let him talk? So you can hear your little bros spout their little disinformation? Women don't listen to liars. Women don't listen to fear mongers. Women don't listen to puppets from the podcast bros. You know, the brainless sock that you kind of put your thing into. We don't talk to puppets. We're not interested in brainless males just repeating what podcast bros say. Body count doesn't matter to losers. I agree. You must be such a loser to be controlling, insecure, stuck in the past, people be obsessed. This guy said free speech. There is no free speech for liars. There is no free speech for manipulative people. There's no free speech for people who want to spread disinformation. We block and delete them. We remove them. We make them non-existent. Hi, what's your name?
I just want to say you talk too motherfucking much. When people are up
So
here,
you're a loser. Bye, loser. Adios,
Shut the
loser.
fuck.
Goodbye, loser. So losers don't want women to talk because when women talk, other women learn. And when women learn from me, they learn to not pick a loser. Now you're going to see lots of angry losers here because I teach women to get rid of losers. Now losers are mistakes and mistakes want you to pick them. So a mistake gets laid. The only way a mistake gets laid is when you make the mistake of picking a loser. So they get really mad that I talk so much because the more I talk, the more you learn. The more you learn, the better you get at not picking a loser. Notice all the little losers with the little fifis in the comment section. Notice how upset they are, ladies, that I'm not letting them have their day, spout their disinformation, say whatever they want to say, talk about their fifis, like a woman's supposed to spend free time, free labor on a male who needs therapy. We don't waste our time on males who need therapy. We get rid of them, ladies. We don't bother with them because you know what we spend our time on? We spend our time on our goals, our mental health, our ambitions, work ethic, financial responsibility, on all our amazingness. And these poor little schmoes who need help, they can go get it from someplace else, but they're not going to get it from me because I'm not here to deal with them. I'm here to teach you to never deal with them again. Block, delete, cleanse, remove. While these little losers are here, oh, wait, pumping up my page. Ripple, should I do a book walkthrough right now first? Ripple, book walkthrough or you?
No, fine. That's
Okay.
fine. Go for it.
So thank you to all the little losers bringing me so many people. I'm going to get them to buy some books now. Ladies, you can get my books on Amazon. In the link in my bio, there's a button for paperback on Amazon, ebook bundle deals, audiobooks. Now, you might be listening to me and realizing you're with a loser because you keep saying, he's such an asshole, he did it again. When you talk to your friends, that means you got to get rid of the mistake. Dump him, divorce him. Use Comeback Queen, heal faster from the breakup or divorce. Use No More Assholes to never pick another loser again. Observation before selection, ladies. Losers want you to do selection before observation. Look how enraged they are because you're learning to not pick a loser. No More Assholes in Spanish, No More Assholes in English. It's also an audiobook. It's also a workbook with bonus material. Use those buttons in the link in my bio to go grab what you want. And never settle, ladies. That's what they're upset about because you're not going to settle. Speaking of you never settling, there's a free book button in the link in my bio. The free book is Fake Love Need Not Apply. How to identify and safely remove posers, losers, scammers, and predators. Look at all the little emotions they're projecting. Now, when you get into that relationship with that awesome man that you pick because you deleted all the losers, make sure you use your Fix That Shit book to have a zero fight relationship. This is going to teach you communication, conflict resolution, taking responsibility for your thoughts, emotions, and behaviors like a responsible adult, unlike these little bros here. So Fix That Shit for Women is also an audiobook. Here's Fix That Shit for Men. And the Fix That Shit books also have workbooks with bonus material. So the Fix That Shit for Women workbook and the Fix That Shit for Men workbook. Oh my goodness, why are they so emotional? Is it because women aren't babying them anymore? Now they're sitting on the floor going, wah, wah, sitting in their poopy diapers, but nobody's looking after them anymore because now they have to take responsibility for themselves. Poor little baby boys. Anyways, here's my dating book for men, where you learn how to heal faster from a breakup or divorce and select the right long-term partner. Oh, Kendall says he wants you to send me more money, ladies. I'm going to block and delete this little poor baby boy. Now, make sure to buy my books and make him really mad. Use the buttons in the link in my bio. Get your paperbacks, ebook bundle deals, audiobooks. I got everything you need in there to make sure you never suffer again. Send me more money, ladies. I've sold over 200 books this month already because you're tired of their bullshit. Dating 101, speaking of tired of the bullshit, guess what, ladies? You would have never made these mistakes if you heard about me when you were a teenager. So make sure your teenagers are coming into the system of understanding manipulation and coercion before they are victimized by these losers looking for people who are naive, uninformed, and uneducated. Remember, the biggest scam in dating was kissing your lips before you knew who they were. They want to scam your teens now that you know too much. Getting into your mental health, emotional well-being, because your happiness and fulfillment is kryptonite to the patriarchy. So say yes to goodness. 10 steps for a complete and happy you. This is going to help you elevate your happiness in 10 areas of your life that affect you mentally and emotionally. Custom-made is career coaching. If you want to be like mama and get paid doing what you love, this is going to help you identify your purpose, passion, and talent and monetize it. Glow Up Journal. If you've ever been abused, if you have low self-esteem, you need to do this 60-day journey. I guide you through daily exercises that are going to biohack your body, increase your self-esteem at an expedited pace. You can do it in the book, or you can get the digital version in the link in my bio, where you get an email a day for 60 days, getting you to do the work. So use the buttons in the link in my bio to get those paperbacks on Amazon, your ebook bundle deals, your audiobooks. Make these males hella mad by getting too smart to ever put up with their bullshit again. Ripple? Toki said, my boyfriend said women retain DNA, no scientific evidence or proof, right? You asked him for 4 pieces of evidence and he couldn't provide them. Ripple?
No, I just said it's past. It's fine.
Oh,
Why is he still your boyfriend, Topi? That's a weird thing. Why is he not your ex-boyfriend?
why is he listening to Podcast Bros? Toki.
Exactly where he got that information from. He didn't
Yes.
just do his own research on that. I can promise you that.
And the Podcast Bros lied to him. So once he figures out the Podcast Bros lied to him, ask him if he's going to tell the Podcast Bro where he got that from, that the Podcast Bro was lying. Brandon. Brandon, what topic are you here for?
Mike, why are you still talking to me, my guy? I don't even
Is there
remember the
anything?
conversation. Like, why do you want attention so bad?
Is there somebody I need to get rid of?
He's desperate.
What's his name? Who's so desperate?
Mike,
What's
I
the
don't
name?
even remember the conversation I was having with him earlier, and he's still just shut up. I'm not into men.
Oh my God, he wants to come up. Ripple, this is for you.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not into men.
Hi.
Hiya, yeah, look, I think we got our wires crossed here. Look, I'm not out to dig you out. I'm not out to row with you or anything like that at all. So that's what I wanted to say. You know, that's it. I'm not out to have an argument with you, darling. You know, so
We don't argue. Do you know what arguing is?
having a row.
It's a lack of acceptance. So there's
Okay.
three levels of disagreement in a relationship. There's a fight, there's an argument, there's a disagreement. A fight is an escalation into chaos. It's a bar fight, not a bar argument, because of the way people are behaving, right? The yelling, the screaming, the slamming, throwing things around, rah, right? That's a fight. We call it a fight, not an argument. An argument is you're wrong until you change. You got to change. Until you change, you're wrong until you change. I'm going to keep at you until you change your mind because you're wrong until you change. An argument is a lack of acceptance. We don't argue here. I teach women to pick partners that they don't argue with, because if they pick somebody they were trying to change, it's a symptom of picking the wrong person. So we don't argue here, my love. We accept people for who they are, and we just deal with them.
Yeah,
appropriately.
I appreciate that. No, yeah, I'll take that on board. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Shall I let
All
you
right.
back down?
Yeah, all good. All right, girls. Yeah.
And Mike, I just want to say, I know that in your country it's usual to call people darling, but us women don't appreciate being called darling by men we don't know. So I'm just letting you know, don't call women you don't know darling.
Oh, big baby boy. I'm gonna come into this environment and complain about where I am because I like to poop in my underwear and then sit on the floor and then cry about what I did, and other people are supposed to clean me up and make me feel better because I'm a big baby boy. Ladies, you can always recognize the big baby boys because they're the ones who cry about the situation they created for themselves. Hi, what's your name?
Hi, I'm Colby.
Colby. Hi, Colby. What topic are you here for?
Just talking about like dating and stuff. So like before I start, like I know how this may sound, and like I'm sure a lot of women definitely go through the same thing. I mean, I would definitely say that they probably do, but just from like my experience, and I think like other men have experienced it too. I would say just men that have like good intentions and that like
Love, I'm sorry. Are we talking about body count or are we talking about dating?
oh no, just like dating. I mean dating.
Just dating, but not talking about body count?
No.
Okay. Sorry. What's the question?
Um I don't know, just like in my experience, like it seems like men with like good intentions, like they I don't know how to describe it, like it's just
Well, instead of describing,
a lot of
can you ask me a question so that I can then ask questions to clarify the situation and come to an answer faster?
yeah, got you, sorry. Why do you think like it seems like you know the term like good men or nice men finish last or something like that?
Right.
And like I know how that sounds because like there is rightfully some like criticism with that, like definitely, like I definitely see it, but at the same time I see that there are good men out there, and they just are treated
No.
like they just come second. I don't know.
Well, here's the thing. I'm an incredible woman. I am all of this. If I surrounded myself, if my inner circle, right? I'm all this, right? You see all these words, Colby?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to scroll this. Tell me if I go too fast. I'm just going to show you this list, and then I'm going to point some stuff out. If my inner circle had people who disrespected me, were not generous with me, did not care to understand me, were not trustworthy, would I say people around me treat me like crap?
If I repeat the question, sorry.
If my inner circle, in other words, here's inner circle, right? These are the people whose behaviors affect me because I let them come close enough, right?
Right.
Inner circle. So if I have all these qualities that I bring into my inner circle, but I choose people in my inner circle that are disrespectful, not trustworthy, don't care to understand me, are not generous with me, would I say people treat me like shit?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, how you feel about how you're treated, that is a reflection about who you're allowing. I get a lot of people here who say a lot of insulting things towards me, but those
Yeah.
people are not in my inner circle, so they're not affecting me. Do you understand?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So when you say nice guys finish last, nice guys get treated badly, that is a function, it is a reflection of who they selected for their inner circle.
Hmm.
Okay?
Yeah. That makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense. And like I wasn't trying to, make it seem like, oh, like like women are the problem and stuff like that. Like, no, like definitely not. I wasn't trying to say that at all. I was just speaking on just, from what I've seen from some people and like my
Yes.
own experiences as well. Yeah.
But take a look at the decisions those people are making. Take a look at who they're bringing into their inner circle. And then ask yourself, are they choosing the right people to be affected by?
Hmm. Yeah. Yeah, that's a fair point.
Would you also say, Chantel, that the guys who are like actually nice guys, because we know a majority of self-proclaimed nice guys are not indeed nice guys, but the ones who actually are and who are not being selected, that some of that also has to do with a lack of sense. Oh, did I
Sometimes
break
people
up?
call, you are breaking up, my love. Sometimes people who call themselves nice guys are actually manipulators. So a gift is when you give and then you retract the hand, and it's not dependent on being refilled. A manipulation is here you go, fill it back up. So sometimes nice guys, I'm so nice. I bought her dinner. I bought her this. I paid for that. But that wasn't them being nice. That was a manipulation. They were waiting for the refill.
Hmm.
I was asking, would you say that the ones who are actual nice guys, the reason they're not being selected is because their lack of confidence?
Oh, wait, you're asking me that? Sorry.
Yeah.
No,
Oh,
Chantel.
sorry.
Oh, asking me? I mean, it could be. It could be. There's a lot of different reasons for why. Like my husband would never say I'm a nice guy. Because people who act in the utmost level of integrity and confidence, they don't really label themselves with those kind of words. I'm a good man, I'm a nice guy. They're more humble than that. They just choose to be. And the way that they operate is I'm going to make the right decisions because it's the right thing to do. And if you appreciate me for that, good for you. You'll benefit from my good decisions. And if you don't, bad for you. Outer circle you go. And they just operate. They're not labeling themselves in an attempt to tell other people who they are. My husband never goes around trying to tell other people who he is. He simply chooses his behaviors and lets people assess him.
Yeah, no, that definitely makes a lot of sense, and I definitely agree with that. I mean, I don't like I would consider myself to be more like humble, but like I yeah, I mean, I don't.
Can I ask you something?
Oh yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
Who are you comparing yourself to?
Yeah, that's
Like,
a good question right there.
do you have
That's a
friends
good
in your
question.
circle that you see them like attracting women and you're like envious, or like what are you gauging against?
I wouldn't say envious, but I wouldn't even say I do compare myself, but um, not by like how many women and like or like relationships that they've been in and stuff like that. But I guess just situations that I have been in. Um, I guess they just didn't work out the way that I wanted to, and I guess it like takes a hit on my like self esteem and everything.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have a book for you. Okay. See this one here?
Hmm.
This is my dating book for men. So what this helps you do is it helps you get over rejections or breakup much easier. It builds up your confidence. So something that I say is my well-being is independent of other people's behaviors. So I really teach you how to build up your confidence so that what other people think or do doesn't take you down, doesn't create a hit on your confidence. I teach you how to date efficiently and effectively so you're not taken advantage of by a girl who's a taker. And I teach you what kind of elements you should be looking for to tell the difference between a girl who's a selfish short-term thinker or a woman who's a generous long-term thinker.
The perfect play, learn how to earn her. All right, I'm gonna write that down. Perfect.
My dating book for man, my love.
Yeah, but no, absolutely. Like I definitely acknowledge that. Like I have things I need to work on for sure. Like there are things that I do love about myself and that I am confident in, and then there are things that I absolutely know that I need to be better with and to work on. I mean, I'm sure like everyone has flaws and everything like that, but I definitely, I hold myself accountable. I don't, I can take criticism.
Give this a read. Let me know what you think. Let me know if it changes anything for you.
For sure.
I'm here very consistently. There's always a button in the link in my bio that helps you find me. I'm always here Monday to Friday, okay?
Gotcha.
Any other questions for me?
No, that's it.
Okay. All right. Come back anytime, okay, my love?
All right. Have a good one.
You too. Mr. J. Jay.
Greetings.
Oh, hey, Jay. Hello, friend.
Diane, it's been some time. I hope you guys are well.
This man must read my audiobooks.
Which, by the way, let me say this before I say anything. I thought that was perfect. You heard what the gentleman was saying, and you were able to see almost immediately where he was going, and to have a book already right there to sort of walk him through where he is now and where he can be. That was brilliant. That was amazing.
Sir, may I just say I'm a master at the craft.
That you are. So I noticed something, and I won't be here for long. I noticed something about the whole body count conversation since I've been having these conversations on this app. And what it is I think men are far more concerned with the gratification that they get from other men than they do from women.
Do you mean guys? Because
Guys,
yeah.
I will absolutely pick up the correction. Guys, yes, are far more concerned with the gratification that they could get from other guys and men, by the way, because there are guys who look at men to possibly one day be that man. And instead of asking questions, they just try to emulate it and hope they get it right. Nonetheless, the reason why I think I've come to this conclusion, I'll give you a perfect example. I was talking to a gentleman once, and I asked him, you meet this lady. She's wonderful. She checks all your boxes that you didn't even know that you had. It's wonderful. You guys have a routine. You have a favorite restaurant. It's amazing. Cool. A year goes by, and you hear from somebody that you don't even know, a man told you that he was once with the lady that you're with. Then another, and possibly another even closer to you. And I asked him the question, I said, now at this moment, are you going to end this relationship, or are you going to continue in your happiness? And he paused. And I told him before he could say a word, I said, you just gave me your answer with the way you paused, brother. Because what you're telling me, if your answer isn't an immediate, I'm staying with the person who makes me happy, what you're telling me is you're willing to allow the opinions of other strangers, of other guys, to affect your happiness. The way we operate in dating, the women that we are with, that we want to be seen with in public, that we want to have other people see us talk to, et cetera, is all about being approved by other men. Which is why when those same guys cheat, they usually cheat with the person that they actually fall for. And it's the person that they don't want nobody to know they're with. There is a problem that we're having. We're trying to prove ourselves, not to ourselves, not even to the people that we're trying to be in partnership with, but proving ourselves to other strangers, other men, other guys, is something that I think we have to find a way to kick. Otherwise, we're going to continue this toxic cycle.
I think it comes down to this whole essence of competition that has been ingrained into the male brain, which is why there's sexism, because they don't want to compete with us and see them coming in below us, having us exceed, do better than them. And they compete with you. Always have to one up. Got to get that one up. Don't competition. Don't want to be compared. Don't want to be compared. That scares me, because without comparison, I can be the top man. No competing necessary.
No, I think you're absolutely right on that, because one of the core tenets of masculinity, at least the way that patriarchy has given it to us, is competition. This constant need to compete. Even when I tell gentlemen, hey, I'm happily married, I can't believe the lady that I'm with. I still have a crush on her, like I'm still trying to get with her for the first time. And they still believe that I'm competing with them for the ladies that they want to gain the attention of. And the thing that I'm telling them is, bro, forget about me. I'm I'm of no consequence to you. But it's this thing that, like you said, that we're socialized as men from as early as possible, from boyhood, from before we can even understand these concepts. We're socialized to this idea of competition that runs our entire life.
Yeah. So here's the work that needs to be done. I'm going to look after the women and the men, okay? I'm going to make sure the women don't pick the guys and suffer. I'm going to make sure the men get selected because they are most definitely worthy. And you men are going to deal with the guys. Deal?
Perfect deal. In fact, that's been something I've been trying to do for at least the past 3 years on here. One of the things that I do most often is talk to men about mental health and how it affects men, period. I don't even bring women up in the conversation when I'm talking to men about men's mental health, because I feel if we don't talk about it more, not even just individually, although the individual part of it matters the most. If we aren't open enough to talk about it in groups and just more collectively, then how can we expect anybody else to have the conversation? So I take you up on that deal happily. And I'm going to continue to try to talk to the guys about their mental health, because if they can start seeing themselves first as human beings, it should be far more easier to see the women around them as human beings as well.
Deal. All right, let's do this. Fight the fight. We're doing it.
We got it. We got it. So thank you so much for allowing me up. Hey, y'all have a good night.
Anytime, my love. Thank you.
Oh man, I'm so happy to hear him say that he's having these conversations with them about their mental health and not bringing women into it. Like, thank you. Thank you for not making it our problem.
Because men need to improve? No. Men are completely fine. Men are already fully formed. Men don't need to change anything. We see them, recognize them, select them. Men, perfection. Do guys need to improve? No, we're not forcing guys to improve. Guys can be whoever they want to be. Women are going to select whoever they want to select. If you find yourself unselected, don't complain. Okay? Does that answer your question? Women don't think they need to improve at all. I am asking for what I bring to the table. Do you have a problem with me being that fair? Seems like you have issues with logic and fairness. Is it because you're subpar? You think women should reach below them, grab somebody like you? Is that why you're having a emotional outburst in my comment section? Women and men working together is called matriarchy.
I asked him what he was comparing himself to. Is that ages ago, I went out one night and I started talking to this guy because it was intuitive, right? I was just like, I needed to speak to him. I could feel all of the sadness around him. I might have been a little bit inebriated, but like it comes out even more then, right? So I went to find him and I was like, hey, I'm not trying to hit on you, but I just really want to talk to you because I've been picking up on the sadness. And so anyway, we get into this conversation and I said to him, I said, are you feeling, well, basically he was feeling sad about the fact that he wasn't pulling women the way his friends did, right? I'm saying it crudely, but that's essentially what it was. And I said to him, the women that your friends are getting, right, that are attracted to them, are they the kind of women you actually want? And he stopped and thought, he said, no. And I said, exactly. So you need to go work on your confidence, become the best version of yourself, and you will find women who love you for who you are. And you're not going to have you're not going to play games. And you're probably going to get women who are more elevated than the women that they're attracting. And he gave me the biggest hug and asked me my name. It was so awesome. Yeah, it was one of those like spontaneous random readings. But I remember that, because he thought it was something completely different. And once I showed that to him, he was like, oh yeah, I don't even want those women.
Yeah, I love that. And I love that point that, open your eyes. You might want to hook up with them, but you don't want them for a relationship. And by working on yourself, you'll attract the person you do want for a relationship.
Exactly.
Yeah. If it matters to men, it matters. Oh, Kaluri, I want to ask you a question, but I want to know that we're talking. So I want you to say yes, and then I'll ask you the question, okay? Okay, so if body count matters to a male that we reject because he's not our preference, does body count still matter since we rejected the male who thought body count matters? Does body count still matters when we reject them? Yes or no? No. You didn't say yes or no. You went yap, 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 word salad. I'm going to give you one more chance to say yes or no. And if you yap a word salad, I'm going to block and delete you for this sin of boring me. Because I didn't read what you said. Because I didn't see a yes or no, which means you're not answering my question. I don't bother with your useless words. Oh, we got a guy here who came here to tell us he's a key, ladies. Look at this little boy. I mean, by little, I mean little. You know what I mean? He's very tiny. We can tell. He also wanted to tell us he's low value, replaceable with $2, no more. Thanks for letting us know you're low value. Kind of weird to be proud of that, though. But okay. You know what else this loser is? Garbage. Garbage without a woman, ladies. You found a key in the drawer in the kitchen. You tried every lock. It didn't open any locks. What'd you do with that useless key? You put it where it belonged, in the garbage. Looks like this loser wants to let us know he's garbage without a woman. Garbage. Tom wants to go suck on some patriarchy tailpipes. You go ahead and do that, my love. Nobody's going to hold you back from the boys. You go ahead and you go find those boys. They're waiting for you. They did a little workout today, pumped up their muscles, got the veins coming out. Look at the veins. They're wearing a tight shirt. Not for us, for you. For you, go look at them. They're dressed up for you. That's why you're 50 and single. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to every single one of these losers who say body count matters are liars. Welcome to how every one of these losers will show you they're a liar. Just don't occupy their mouths with your kisses, my love. The easiest way to get rid of a loser is no kissing, no sex, no sleepovers, no exclusivity, minimum 3 months. They'll talk you out of being with them very quickly by showing you they make up stories in their head, believe they're delusions because they're mentally ill. Hi, Rose.
Good evening. How is everybody?
Good, my love.
So I have an idea. So every time these guys come in here talking about keys, I think we should just start singing "Eeny Weenie" like we do area code.
A little eeny weeny
Because I
boy.
think, the eeny weeny teeny weeny.
He's got an
Because that's
eeny.
yeah, that's what I
I mean,
hear every
Kenny
time
to
they
tell
say
us he's
stuff
got
like that.
an eeny weeny. I like that. The eeny weenies. The eeny weenies coming to let us know.
That's great.
Eeny weenies. Another eeny weenie. I like this one, Rose. Thank you. Any other eeny weenies want to let us know they're a key? And do we have any more eeny weenies want to tell us they're low value and garbage?
On top of that, like if you think about it, because every time I hear the lock and key thing, the other part that I think about is I'm not locked up. I open up for whom I want to. You don't need a key. And so even this analogy of the key in the lock is like, are you pushing consent, my dude? You think if you have a key, you can just open the lock? No, it doesn't work that way, right? Like that's where my mind goes with it. It's just fucked up on so many levels.
Exactly, Dondra. Yeah, it totally is.
Yeah, exactly, Dondra.
It affects our DNA. What's the title of your peer-reviewed study? Website is on, page number, paragraph number. By the way, you can't yap a single word until you give us the proof you didn't lie. If you yap any words without providing the proof you didn't lie, it proves you did lie. And we will then delete you for lying, fear-mongering, and attempting to spread disinformation. So title, website, page number, paragraph number. Let's see your proof. Not a single word, by the way. Don't reply to anybody. Don't say one word, not even just wait 1 minute. I'll find it. Not one word till you provide the proof that that was not a lie. Because your one word shows me you have no proof and you did lie. So then we remove you because women don't keep liars in their vicinity. Hi, Brad.
He had a teeny weeny. No, what is it? Insy
teeny
bitsy
weeny.
teeny weeny.
A teeny
Tiny little
weeny.
pickled pepper.
I know, Shannon. Haven't caught you much since you moved to evenings. I know, I was writing a book. I just released a book. So my book is now live. My latest book is live. I know I said I was gonna release it on October 25th, but I have no patience. The files are done. I'm like, woohoo, let's do it. I can't hold anything back. I know it's a marketing strategy to build interest and build anticipation and have a grand opening day and all these sales on that day. And it's just, I don't like to operate in that way. It's too much thinking in terms of manipulating your mind and emotions. I don't want to manipulate you, which is why I don't do a lot of the things that marketing strategists say to do, because it feels like manipulation, which it is, by the way. Marketing is manipulation, and I don't want to market. I just want to present. So my latest book is out. I don't know if it's on my author page. It wasn't on my author page yet this morning when I checked, but in my Instagram, on one of my stories, there is a button if you guys did want to go find it.
You also operate from a place of intuition and abundance, and these ideas of these rules, sometimes these marketing rules are based in lack and limitation, right? Like you have to do it this way. And when you believe that anything is possible, you don't have to follow those rules.
Everything is possible.
I just ordered it.
Oh, I love this. Ripple, you'll be, I think, my first sale, to be honest.
Really?
Yes. I think so.
Secretly, I hope so.
It's so cute.
I'm so competitive. It's so stupid, but yeah.
Chris says higher body count means higher chance of cheating. So Chris has to prove that's not a lie by providing 4 pieces of information to back up his claim. Title of the peer review study, he read that in. Website is on, page number, paragraph number. But if he yaps anything but, we'll delete him for lying, fear-mongering, and attempting to spread disinformation like a moron. Only morons running around spreading disinformation. I think you'll be the first one, Ripple. I think you are the first one. Jalen?
Hey, how are you doing?
Good. What topic are you here for?
Maybe let's do the body count doesn't matter one.
Okay, so that's my debate topic. It is a facts over feelings debate, not an individualized debate. That means you're not starting a sentence with I think, I feel, my opinion, my experience, because you're not the subject. This is the subject all by itself in a
Yes, ma'am.
fact or scientific way only. Oh, cinch pops. So are you here for that? Facts over feelings only?
I can sure try, just because I'm not much of a debate person, but I can try my best.
So a little bit of ground rules. A fact would be like this. Would you agree this is a key?
Yes.
So a fact is something outside of you and me, agreed upon on site because it is so obvious. I also agree this is the key. If you wanted to bring a science, you have to bring 4 pieces of information. But if you haven't read a study, you don't have a science to present. A science
Okay.
could be anything like a statistic, like trying to speak for other people. That's a statistic, a sociology, a biology, a psychology. I don't know which way you're going to go, but if it smells like science, I'm going to interrupt you and ask you for the title of your study.
Can I use logic or no? Like basic logic?
Logic is like this. It doesn't come from your head. It's outside of you.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
I'll let you go first. So what do you have? Facts or science?
Well, I don't know if I'm much prepared for it, but I'll give it a shot. And if it doesn't work out, then it's okay.
Don't forget, you can't start, I think, I feel, my opinion, my experience. That cannot be a starter because that
I
would
understand.
be you instead of something outside of you. Okay?
Okay. Say it one more time. I can't say the 4 things. What are they one more time?
I think, I feel, my opinion, my experience, because that's you making yourself the subject, whereas you are not the subject. We're discussing this in a factual or scientific way without you putting yourself in the subject.
Okay, then I think what I'll do is I'll just ask questions and then go from there, basically. That'll be a little bit easier. So why is it that you don't think body count doesn't matter?
So to begin, I am a word nerd. All of my words are carefully selected for their efficacy in communicating exactly what I want to say. So it's not why do I think, it's why do I know. And the reason why I know body count does not matter to the people, notice I didn't say all, to the people who practice logic and stick to facts is because of 3 facts. So I'll do the first one, okay? Number 1. Would you agree that a woman looking for a long-term relationship, looking for somebody with all these elements, no less, would need to observe someone over time to make sure they have these elements before committing to a relationship? Yes or no?
Most likely, yes.
Would you agree that a man looking for a long-term relationship, wanting all these elements, no less, would need to spend time with somebody, observing their behaviors to make sure they are this person before committing? Yes or no?
Yes, I absolutely agree.
Number 3, would you agree that in order to know if somebody has an STD or STI, you need to ask them to go to the doctor, get tested, get the test results, and show the test results? Yes or no?
To have an accurate answer, yes.
Yes, so logical people who stick to facts don't ask for a number to find out if somebody has an STD or STI. They ask for test results. And logical people who stick to facts know that somebody could have a low body count and be dishonest. They could be lazy. They could be irresponsible. So asking somebody for a number but not spending time with them doesn't inform them on who they are. Only observation before commitment will do that.
Okay, I think I get what you're getting at. Okay, this makes sense. Okay. So my other question, and I'm sorry, since I'm unprepared, I do have to ask a couple questions just to establish a baseline, just because, like, if I tried to, I would lose completely if I didn't try to understand what you're getting at. So anyways,
Yeah.
I guess the second question is, so do you think a person with 15 people that they've been with and a person that's been with only one, do you think naturally their characteristics can either be good or bad from that experience of being with that many partners.
Let me ask you this. Could somebody who's had been with one partner be a dishonest person?
Yes, 100%.
Could somebody who's been with 15 people be an honest person?
100%.
Right. So in order for me to gauge who somebody is, I need to go above the belly button instead of examining the activity of their genitalia.
Right. Which I agree. Now let's go a little bit deeper. So, everything that's on your list, it can be guards for one person and 15 people you've been with. I agree. I just think, I'm sorry, I can't say that. Sorry.
Yes. So here's the thing. You're going to make up a story in your head, and that's called an assumption. Do you know what the dictionary definition of an assumption is?
Where you try to make an educated guess, I assume.
A belief without evidence.
Okay.
Now, you skipped on really fast. Let me ask you this. Are you willing to be so delusional that you're going to carry beliefs without evidence?
It's not so much more beliefs without evidence as it is because experience does matter.
No. My experience is every guy I met whose name was Jalen had a super tiny pee-pee, very unsatisfying. Can I apply that to you?
No, but that's more of a broad statement.
No, because experiences do not quantify everybody.
Right, that's understandable.
So
which makes sense.
The word you want to use here is not experiences. The word you want to use is projection.
Okay, okay, that makes sense. I understand what you're saying. I guess I would say to that is, do you think a person with many people that they've been with?
No, not without you showing me a study. Because what I'm unwilling to do, unlike illogical people, I'm unwilling to make up a story without any evidence, which is why my strategy for picking anybody in my inner circle, whether it's romantic or platonic, is to do observation before allowing them in my inner circle.
Makes sense. Okay.
Because no matter what my other experiences were, this is a different person with their own identity. And in order for me to know their identity, I need to study them, not ask them how many people they did and then make up a story.
Right. Yeah, it's just hard to be honest with you, to have lives like this, like actual TikTok lives. It's very hard to even have a well-rounded debate just because when the people come on, they don't, first off, they sometimes don't even know what you're arguing, but then the second, they don't have the studies with them. They'd have to look something like that. I'm not saying you're right or wrong.
Jalen, I've had this prompt on since August 2024. This false accusation that you're just unprepared because I didn't give you enough time, but you could definitely find the science that proves that body count matters because yep. Don't you think a million little bros since August 2024 would be dying to prove me wrong?
Well, ma'am, I wasn't talking about other people. I was talking about me.
Yes, but I'm saying I've had this up since August 2024 and nobody's brought 4 pieces of information. But what they do bring is a lot of storytelling, imagination, giving themselves emotions over what they tell themselves, but no logic, no facts, no science.
Okay, well, let me ask you this. Is there science to back up that a person with 1 body count and a person with 15 body count inherently act different? Is there?
No, because a normal bodily function is not wrong and doesn't have a negative effect. When people practice their sexuality in a confident, informed way, they come out more informed and more confident.
But it is.
If you want to convince me that body count matters for any reason, bring the facts.
Yes, ma'am. Understood.
Hold on. Ripple, what do you want to say?
I wanted to say thank you, Jalen. You already answered that question anyway when Chantal went through her facts, and she then asked you, "Is it true that someone with a low body count could be whatever, a dishonest person or whatever?" And you said yes, and she said, "Is it true with the person with a 15 body count could be a great person? And you were like, yes. So
Hmm.
you've already answered the question that you just asked.
Understood.
Let me
Understood.
show, but let me show what happens with these people who say body count matters. They don't hear you. They don't understand what you say because they're not absorbing information. Their brains are closed. Even though he has a soft voice and seems really nice, it's obvious he has no respect for women's autonomy or bodies or sexuality. None whatsoever. He talks really fast when I stop talking because he's just waiting to make his points, but it's going in circles. Have you noticed he keeps circling back? Have you noticed he forgets what I say? Have you noticed that what I say isn't getting in his head? And this is why I teach women to instantly block and delete anybody who thinks body count matters, because they are failures to meet our preferences.
Ma'am, if I may, I believe I've been so super like respectful to you. I just didn't.
Accuse
I
you
just.
of disrespecting me, but it's obvious you don't believe in bodily autonomy.
Well, it's just because I'm uninformed about certain things and I'm trying to learn. I'm
You are
like,
not only uninformed, you're very willing to make up a story. There's a difference between seeking information because you're a blank slate and people who make up stories holding on very tightly to the stories they made up.
well, I've also asked you certain questions to explain certain things so I can understand your point. But please don't. But please don't say that I'm disrespecting you because I'm not.
Not me, my love. It's obvious you don't respect autonomy because you keep trying to make the assertion that body count of 15 is going to come with negative emotions or mindsets or something or other. But we already went through observation to find out who somebody is, testing to find out if they're safe. But you keep coming back to, but what about the 15? Isn't that going to have some negative mental effects? And I go, what about the one who's a liar and lazy and irresponsible? Yeah, we're going to ignore that. Keep making up stories about the 15.
Okay. I mean, okay. So my question is basically to that: if a person has been with a lot of people, a lot of partners, I'd say, have you ever seen a study? And I haven't. And I just being honest with you, I
I've told you
haven't. I'm
so
just.
many times. I've been waiting since August
Man,
2024.
if I don't, if can I finish my question if you don't mind? If you don't mind, just I just
Sure.
want to finish that.
Sure.
Sorry. So, if a person's been with a lot of people, partners, and have you ever seen a? Because I haven't. I'm just wondering if have you ever seen a study in which that has negatively impacted them based on that many partners?
No,
Oh,
she said no already. We haven't. You can go do your research if you're not sure. We're not going to do the work for you. We've already done it. Go do some research on these things that you're not sure about, because even though we keep answering you, you're not believing us. So go do your own research.
It's not that It's not that I'm not believing you. It's just you keep. It's.
It's
I'm being
exhausting,
very honest.
Jalen. You keep arguing back and forth. It's exhausting. She's answered all
Guys,
your
hold on, hold on,
questions.
hold on.
Go
I,
do your research.
I,
Go
I
research it.
Clear you don't believe anything because we're repeating the exact same answers to the exact same questions. You're just asking the question in a different font. Go ahead, Dio.
Just wanted to say because there were people that brought up the article, and it actually said that there are people that might have negative experiences from sexual experience, but it's only tied not to the amount of partners, it's tied to how people perceive it and what is their attitude towards it. So, for example, if you will bully your child that it is bad that they have to have a very low body count, then they will have a problem with that because they will condition themselves to feel it in a bad way. But if you have adequate, nice attitude towards sexual experience, it's only beneficial to you.
Did you hear that, Jalen?
yes, his accent was a little hard to understand, but I heard it.
What do you say to that?
It was just very hard to understand. But like I said, guys, I promise you, I'm not trying to come to a point of like trying to win an argument. If I will always make sure that I'm trying to understand someone's point. It's just hard to understand you sometimes. That's all. That's all. I promise I'm not trying to belittle you or anything. My point was, I'd have to look it up, but I truly there has to be at least one study out there that shows that
Go
I
find it.
challenge you.
Yes,
I
ma'am.
challenge you. Listen, Jalen, I'm
Yes,
gonna
ma'am.
be here till 8 p.m. You got 45 minutes? 45 minutes. You can find it in 45 minutes, right, Jalen? If it exists, you can find it, right?
If you can, I looked it up real quick because I'm near a computer. If can you give me like 30 seconds real quick? I just want to see if this is something I can.
Okay.
I'm gonna read this real quick, and I'll be right back if you don't mind.
Sure.
Okay.
Needs to be a peer-reviewed study.
Okay. Understood.
So let's see. I don't know. Maybe while he's reading through that, I'll bring somebody else up, and we'll just let him do that reading, and then he can come back when he's done, and we will come back to him, and we'll. Hi, what's your name?
Hello.
I just ordered your book.
Oh, thank you.
So I have the point to make that the higher the
Oh, I'm
body
sorry.
count,
Oh, you're here for the body count discussion. This is a facts over feelings discussion. So you said you had a point to make the higher. That would be a statistic. So what's the title of your peer-reviewed study?
it is. Let me pull it up.
Website, page number, paragraph number, by the way. We need 4 pieces of information. Apparently, okay, I'm going to drop you because I don't want 2 people up here reading. So title, website, page number, paragraph number. Give us those 4 pieces of information. Jalen, did you find anything yet, or should I pick another caller again?
I'm reading it right now. I just want to make sure this is correct and usable. Just please give me like 30 more seconds, ma'am.
I'm going to grab another caller while you're doing that.
Okay. Thank you.
We'll come back to you.
Yes, ma'am.
David? Can you hear me? David? Hello? David?
Yeah.
Hi, David. Can you hear me?
Yeah, can you hear me?
What topic are you here for? David, if we have a bad connection, I gotta let you go. I need a quick answer to my questions. What topic are you here for, David? Nope. Okay. Okay. You can. Not that guy? You don't like David? Oh, is that right? We don't like David. Ah!
Her PFP.
Hey,
Somebody,
Looks
Chantel.
like Wonder Woman.
Jalen?
If I may, I found one study, and I just want to see if this pertains at all. Because if it's unusable, then let me know. But I found one study
What's
that
the
showed.
title? What's the title, my love? We're gonna take a look at, okay? So title, website, page number, paragraph number.
Okay, well, I have a question before I even give you that, just to make sure it's even usable. Because if it's not, it's okay. But it talks about how having a higher count and
No.
sexual.
I want, listen, the reason why I don't let people tell me what the study says is because once we examine the study people bring us, we tend to find that it says the opposite of what they think. So I don't amplify lies, fear mongering, or disinformation. So we start with the title, then we go to the title, website, we find it, then you give us page number, paragraph number, we find what you found. And we take a look at the study, we take a look at the other aspects of it, but just give us the title, website, page number, paragraph number. Don't tell us what you think it says. Tell us the name. We'll go find it. We'll discuss what it says, okay?
Okay, can you hear me right now?
No, not when you go off the app. So you need to
Okay.
stay here looking at me to talk to me, because when you're not looking at me, I'm not hearing you.
Okay, understood. I'm looking at the app. Just all right. Give me 1 second to pronounce it, and then I'll send it to you right now. Hold on. Give me a second. I'm gonna look at it real quick. I'm gonna pronounce it. It's like ramen. Okay, give me 1 second, please. The first word is Ramraka, R-A-M-A. I'm sorry, Ramraka, Ramraka. S. Paul.
Right. The name of the study starts with Ramraka.
Yes.
The title of the study,
Yes, correct.
or is that the author of the study?
Oh, I must be. I'm so sorry. Yeah, you're right. You're correct. I'm so sorry.
So title,
The relationship between.
when you're not looking at me, I can't hear you.
I know I have to keep going back just because. Okay, the relationship between multiple sexual partners, anxiety, and depression.
Sounds familiar, ladies. Dio, sounds familiar.
Yes, we've seen this one.
I'm assuming that I'm wrong here, and you guys are just gonna blow me to shreds.
What's the page number and paragraph number where you found your claim?
Page 863. I'm assuming you've seen this before. Somebody's brought this by, and you proved them wrong. That's why we can skip over this. If you don't want to go, it's fine. We can skip over this. It's fine. I don't want to waste your time. You don't have to spend 8 minutes.
Yeah,
It's
it's
okay.
fine. We read this. We actually went over this the other night.
Okay.
And it talks about how the relationship is likely not a direct cause and effect, but involves complex interactions between personal circumstances, emotional well-being, and specific sexual behaviors. There's no specific association. Some large-scale longitudinal studies have found no significant association between the number of sex partners and later sex anxiety or depression, though a strong association with substance dependence was noted. More research is needed to fully understand the mechanisms and contextual factors that influence these relationships across different populations and cultures.
Understood.
So it talks about, it says anxiety, depression, and substance dependence. It clearly says there's no relation with anxiety and depression. The only one that's left is substance dependence.
Yeah.
And basically, one of the things they talk about is the age at which people start. It doesn't even talk about whether that's like consensual or not, right? So
For
there's
sure.
a lot of information that's missing from it. And like
Yeah.
Ripple said, they even acknowledge that there needs more information. So you really have to read the whole thing from from top to bottom and read it critically, like not
Yeah, for
just
sure.
trying to find a word or a sentence that like substantiates what you think, but like read it critically.
I know. I'm just the only thing, ladies, is the way this is kind of set up.
This? What do you mean,
It's
Bolts? What does this refer to?
this setup as then the TikTok live. The way this is kind of set up is it's kind of hard to to quickly find something, completely read it, completely analyze it.
Jalen, I've had this prompt on since August 2024. I've been here Monday to Friday, 5 days a week for minimum 2 hours, sometimes 3, 4, 5 hours. Watch this. Chat. How long have you seen me host a live stream for? What's the longest you see me host a live stream for? And that's 5 days a week, by the way.
But Chantel, I'm talking about just for
Don't
me.
interrupt me.
Well, you interrupted
5
me.
days a week since August 2024, waiting for you and your bros to bring me 4 pieces of information. So your false accusation that I'm doing this in an unfair way by asking you to provide proof for your claims is bull.
Ma'am, I didn't finish my statement at all. You just interrupted me.
2024, nobody has brought the proof. But every single one of you does what you're doing right here, which is spinning tires and going nowhere. Do you know where we've gone in the last half hour that we've been with you? Absolutely nowhere. And do you know why it's lasted this long? Because I've shown you more grace and patience than I show most of the losers who come here trying to push a narrative that body count matters because I care so much about women's mental health. No, you don't. You care about controlling women's bodies and appeasing your insecurities. I see through you. I don't care what tone you have here. I understand you've been respecting me, but I see through what you are saying and doing because I'm very good at what I do. You are an example of the bull we have to put up with because males like you make up stories and try to find proof for your stories and get upset when we ask you for proof. And you make a false accusation that we're not being fair when we ask for proof. When I've been asking for proof for over 365 days. Now, here's what you did, Jalen. You made a false accusation.
I'm not
I
upset,
don't want to
man.
talk to you anymore because I don't talk to abusers, because I don't talk to people who make false accusations, but I let you go so you can go find the proof. Since you made the false accusation that it's unfair for me to ask you for 4 pieces of information on the fly, that was too fast. I can't find it. It's too fast. So go find it. Go find it and come back with the 4 pieces of information to prove me wrong. I'll wait. I'll wait patiently.
Ellen, she literally told you that you could take your time. You had 45 minutes before she might leave. You could have come back any other day. You're the one who said, let me go read this real quick and I'll come right back. You were the one who was in a hurry, not us. So stop playing the victim.
Also, he even prefaced it by saying, and this is probably like you guys are probably gonna throw this out because blah blah blah, whatever, like it's gonna be wrong. So like you knew going into it that this study might not even hold up. So I don't understand why you were upset in the end when it didn't. Listen, she'll be here tomorrow. What's today? Yeah, Tuesday. She'll be here tomorrow at 6 p.m. sharp, probably, most likely. You're usually pretty punctual. 6 p.m. Eastern time. So, you have 24 hours ish. Come on back tomorrow. If it's too hard for you to do it in the next 30 minutes,
Come back in
it's
a
okay.
week. Take a week. Take a month. I'll still be here waiting. Well, I'm not waiting because I don't teach women to wait. I teach women to move on, get on with your life, focus on your goals, focus on your ambitions, focus on your well-being, focus on how amazing you are, focus on your financial responsibility, make that money, build your empire, ladies. We're not getting distracted by these males. They're not holding us back. They're not holding us down because we're not bothering with them. We block and delete them instead of being distracted by their dysfunction. Austin says you can
Honestly,
find several. Austin says you can find several peer-reviewed studies. So Austin needs to provide one title, website, page number, paragraph number, but not one single word till he does. Diane?
I was going to say, I actually prefer the ones that are just honest about their opinions than the one who try to slide in and pretend like they don't care, but they really do. Or like, oh yeah, I'm here to learn, but then you don't listen to shit that we say.
No. Nope. Didn't he just keep trying to claw his way out of the disinformation pail, but he kept falling back in?
You did.
No.
He was here.
Jalen, do not re-request. I don't accept that. Don't re-request until you have 4 pieces of information: title, website, page number, paragraph number. And don't copy paste from the podcast, bros. We will delete you. I will block you and make you non-existent if you dare copy paste from a podcast, bro. Like a mindless puppet. I don't tolerate mindless puppets. Hi, Dia.
I should learn to not have accent.
Ah, Dio, you're beautiful.
Ever. I love your accent. Fuck Jalen. If he can't understand, that's a issue. That's his problem. That's a personal issue. It has nothing to do with you. Don't fucking play into that, Dio.
Jalen, if you re-request, I'll block you for disrespect. Go into it.
It happens a lot of the times that people cannot understand me completely, like what I'm trying to convey, and that might be tricky. I need to like at least soften the edges.
Oh, no, I think that they are purposely not trying to understand you, in my opinion. Because people who are actually listening to you have never had a problem understanding you.
I just blocked Jalen because what did I say? Don't re-request. Go get the 4 pieces of information, and if you re-request, I'll block you. What did Jalen show? Exactly what I said. Lack of communication skills. I don't listen. I don't understand the simple words coming out of your mouth because I don't respect you. Garbage.
So Chantal didn't have an accent at all, and he didn't even understand her. So it had nothing to do with your accent.
It was passive aggressive, and I saw that. Mhm. You saw the trailer for
Jalen was respectful, though. He told you he was. He
he
said he
said
was.
It doesn't matter what they say. What matters is what they do. When you set a boundary and they disrespect your boundary, block and delete them, which is what I did with Jalen.
Sheesh is the Armpit Chlamydia Club.
ACC.
Yeah,
Watch
the
out for
ACC.
yeah, watch out for those ACC folk. They don't know what safe sex is, so they're busy doing it in weird spots because God looks at the JJ but doesn't look at the armpit. And they don't know how to practice safety, so not only are they doing weird body parts, they're also spreading STDs in weird body parts. They are the reason, if you Google armpit CH, the autofill is chlamydia, because these guys. So what we always tell these guys is, we don't want your STDs. Please keep to yourself. Yeah, Jalen is a nice guy, right? Jalen is a nice guy. Jalen doesn't listen to you, doesn't respect your autonomy, doesn't matter what you say. It's okay, yeah, but. Doesn't matter how logical it is, doesn't matter how sensible it is, doesn't matter how truthful it is. Yeah, but. That's Jalen, because he doesn't have any respect for you. What he respects is what he thinks. He likes to make up stories in his head, believe his delusions, because he's mentally ill. But it doesn't matter what you're going to say. Jalen has a story, and he's sticking to his story.
God, Austin will not stop. He's saying body count matters because experience makes you better at something. No, it does not, Austin. And that has been proven time and time again. Experience does not make you better at something if you refuse to be better. I've bowled so many times. I still suck at bowling. It does not make me better, okay? I know people who have had a lot of sex and swear they're great at it and then were gravely disappointing.
Foxy.
Hey girl, how are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm good. I have a question. I'm gonna be super vulnerable. So whatever judgmental people in this space, I'm just not gonna pay attention to because I'm coming to you for the answer and not their noise in the background. So I have a partner and we have a really good relationship now, but I found out after he moved in with me that he cheated on me for the first 3 months, and we've done a lot of repair things, and he quit drinking, and he is like truly a new human being. Like, I mean, I go through his phone, like I check everything. He has no qualms showing me. I cannot let this go. And so I'm like, okay, body count doesn't matter, but he was in a long distance relationship with me. And I just want to get your insight on like, how do I go about healing for this when I love him and I see that he's changed and it's been consistent now for a year, but this still like lingers and there's ghosts in the back of my head about this situation. Does that make sense?
100%. Yes, it does. So I'm going to give you some tools and tactics to help you with this. Okay. Yeah. Pen and paper.
Yes, I do. And then again, the people in the comment section that are saying leave him clearly didn't listen to what I said. So that's why I'm going to tune you guys out and background noise, because you guys aren't listening to what I said. People can change. I do not advocate for what he did, but he has literally quit every single behavior that led him to that point in that timeline. So if you're in the comment section just saying leave him, please listen to what I said before you start making blanket statements. I'm so sorry. Go ahead. I got my pen and paper.
Okay. So no more reading comments. Okay. Just me and you.
Okay.
Okay. By the way, you do have a 12 out of 12, just to make sure I am protecting you properly.
Okay. I don't have your book yet, but I just found you yesterday from your first live. So that's why I wanted to ask.
I'm going to give you this advice, assuming you're with a 12 out of 12, because I'm hearing you say you're happy, but the dating coach in me wants to educate you on the right selection. And I know you're happy, but for you to do on your time to satisfy your curiosity, you don't need to buy the book. You can get the quiz. That's chapter 37. That's the 12 character traits that I'm talking to you about right now. There's a $5 quiz in the link in my bio. Don't need to pay $10 for an ebook or $20 for a paperback. You can do the $5 quiz and get straight to it, because you don't need all of this because you have the relationship. Okay. So I'm going to give you this advice, assuming you're with a 12 out of 12, but I do recommend you satisfy your curiosity and do the 12 character trait quiz and make sure he is a 12 out of 12. Because if you face what he's lacking head on sooner, it's less suffering down the road. Okay.
Sure. That makes sense.
Okay. So what you need to do with this situation is you need to ground yourself in reality. That is what happened then. The reality is that this is different. And every time you go here in your imagination, you need to bring yourself here and calm yourself down, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So these are the tools I'm going to give you to take yourself from this in a anxious state, fearful state, and bring yourself here to a calm state. So first, meditation. So meditation shrinks the amygdala, which is the part of the brain that produces stress, fear, and anxiety, fight or flight. Those are the emotions you're trying to get out of. When I think about that, I get really stressed and anxious, fearful. Also, meditation increases gray matter in your hippocampus, which is self-esteem. I'm fearful that he finds her more attractive. He thinks about her when he's having sex with me, that he would find someone else attractive. These fears, that is you putting yourself below other women. You need to put yourself above other women to overcome those fears. It doesn't matter who else is out there. He picks me. I'm the best. So meditation addresses those two parts of your brain that are affecting you and giving yourself all those negative emotions that you're trying to get out of. So it starts with meditation, and then we add other behaviors on top, but meditation is going to facilitate everything else we're going to do. Okay.
Okay. I mean, I do meditate already, and I think that's one of my hurdles because him and I are both really spiritual people, and like in this consciousness, he is so much different than when he was drinking every day. And I know he says to me every single day, "I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry." But like I have CPTSD, and so
Does he say I'm sorry because you bring it up, or does
no, he'll just wake up in the morning and he'll be like, "Gosh, you're so beautiful. I just am so thankful for everything you taught me, and I'm just so sorry." Like he'll just randomly say it to me,
And
and
does
so
that trigger you?
it does, and
Yes.
it does, and it's like I know he is,
Yeah.
but like it just makes me, it takes me to places I don't need to be, but I know he means well because
I
I
hear
don't think
you.
he knows what to do with his guilt because now he's not a drinker and he's been sober for this long and he's just looking back at himself and he's like, I just so regret that I started our foundation like this. But we have all these things now that, you know, I mean, we cook together and we're best friends and he's great with my daughter. I could name a million things why I feel secure and happy with him, and he lights up my world and doesn't make me feel inferior in any way.
Okay.
It's just,
Okay. So
you
let me
know,
give you some more to add to this, okay? So in addition to the exercises I'm giving you, I want you to tell him he's not to bring this up anymore because you are trying to ground yourself in the present, and every time he brings it up, he puts your brain in the past and it re-triggers you. So make it clear to him he has to stop bringing this up, okay?
Okay.
Okay. So meditation, how many minutes a day are you getting on average?
I start my morning meditation. I do 15 to 20 before I do my yoga because I'm a teacher. So I always try to, you know, just build up my day like that. And then before I go to bed, I try to do 30.
Okay, good. So keep doing that. Keep doing that. You're doing enough meditation minutes. Here's the other behaviors you're going to add on to this. He's going to stop bringing it up so that your brain can start staying in the present. So he needs to do that. This is very important. This is a strong boundary, okay?
Okay.
Firm boundary. He needs to take responsibility for how he's affecting you today because he keeps bringing it up today. So if he wants you to heal, he needs to zip it, okay?
Yeah. Okay. That makes
So
sense.
make it clear, make it firm, okay?
Yeah.
So meditation, what you're also going to do is you're going to write a cheat sheet. In those moments where you go into your imagination, you are forgetting who he is because you're thinking about who he did. So a cheat sheet is everything he says and does to prove to you that he loves you and is devoted to you. You listed a bunch of things here. You're going to write all of them down. And then when you go over there, you're going to go, wait a minute, that's not reality. This is reality. Bring yourself to the present, ground yourself in the present. I see, I smell, I feel, and my thoughts are who he is today.
That was actually so helpful. Like, I can't thank you enough. Actually, that was really compassionate and helpful because I was like, I can't believe I'm going to say this on here and whatever to the comments, but you know, just something that I really want to heal from. And I'm a good alchemist and I can't get past this hurdle. So that was really great advice. Thank you.
Yeah. So I'm here Monday to Fridays. I think you know this about me. I'm very consistent. I'm easy to come and find. Come back and give me feedback. And if we need to help you a little bit more, we'll do that.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. Any more questions?
So, can I throw this out there too, Foxy? If at any point you guys wanted to or needed to, Chantel does do private sessions that you can book through the link tree in her bio if you felt like you needed like something more personal.
That's awesome. No, we do. We've been talking about it. We just it's just scary because the people's reaction to both of us. We're just like, we don't want to share this. People are going to be mean to us, you know. So
Listen, yeah, I'm very open-minded. I don't judge. I understand sometimes people do things and understand people can change. So I am somebody who can walk alongside you.
thank you.
Somebody recommended the Fix That Shit books. I do think that's a good idea. Fix That Shit for men, Fix That Shit for women. This is going to help both of you with that communication, not saying the things that you should not be saying because it re-triggers stuff. So he needs to learn to take responsibility for his own thoughts, emotions, and behaviors. And you are learning to take responsibility for your own thoughts, emotions, and behaviors.
I have one more question.
Yeah.
What is the difference between like avoiding a topic and then avoiding a trigger? Like, is there something unhealthy about avoiding a trigger? Like, you know, I always read in yoga, feel it to heal it, so forth.
Right.
Because, you know, in terms of releasing from your fascia and like somatic practices, etc. So what is the difference between avoiding a trigger and just like, you know, that morphing into avoidant behavior traits, if that makes sense?
So there's a difference between not talking about something that there's no resolution, right? Like there's no resolving that. That was done and we are here. So this is good. So we're moving forward. So not talking about that doesn't mean we are unresolved.
Okay.
But if he was sneaking around behind your back and you got a sense he was, and you were picking up clues that he was, and actual clues that he was, and you weren't addressing it with him, that's you not addressing something you need to resolve.
That makes sense. Thank you so much.
And you know, go on, Dio.
Yeah, I just wanted to say about that question. It was very interesting to me. And I have my perspective from the emotional point of view. So when we are avoiding the trigger, it's more about that we are in the situation where we didn't process our emotion. Our emotions tell us something, and if we don't understand them, don't hear what they say, and don't make conclusions, actions, rely upon the logic of those actions that emotion propose, then we are avoiding the topic of the conversation, etc., and trigger. But if we are willing to participate with emotions, we understand what they are saying, and we apply the knowledge that they give us, then we just eventually, when the trigger just happens, and we already did all the thinking about it, all the processing of it, and emotion subsides because we already understand all of it, and body just grasps that acknowledgement. At the same moment the emotions happen, and the emotion subsides, it gets in lower, and it's just, you feel the degree of the emotion drops a little bit at the same moment when you acknowledge it. Then it means that you are just avoiding the topic enough for the that addiction to having that reaction just goes away.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. I think that when I'm thinking about releasing emotions, because I have CPTSD, you know, rumination has always been like a huge struggle for me. So I'm trying to find a healthy boundary between like, okay, I know enough facts, I need to move on now, versus like just staying in that space, if that makes sense.
And Foxy, if you said you're spiritual and you're into energy stuff, I'm an energy healer. I will be going live at 8:30 p.m. Eastern, and I do that Sundays through Thursdays. I'm happy to help you, you know, release this stuff. I use EFT tapping, if you're familiar with that.
I am.
So, yeah, so if you want to come by, I can help you. And the CPTSD, is that related to him or like your childhood?
I mean, I'm already being this vulnerable, so I might as well just shoot my shot here. So, yeah, my childhood was very traumatic.
Okay,
Great.
you don't have to go into the details here. I just
Okay, so
wanted to
yeah.
know if it was, yeah.
Yeah,
So
in a
I can,
nutshell, my childhood, and then I was in an 18-year relationship with my daughter's father, and it was highly abusive. And then he was the first relationship because I was celibate for 3 years, and then this happened. So yeah, it's been kind of multi-layered in a really quick nutshell.
yeah, okay. So yeah, I can help you with that. So if you want, and I don't charge, you don't have to give me anything. It's just totally free. You can come by and I can help you unpack that. And that will make Chantel's homework even easier for you to for you to do. Because
Thank you
you won't
guys.
be fighting those layers of pain, you know?
Thank you so much to the both of you. This was amazing.
Did you hit the follow button on Diane?
Yeah, I'm trying to. I'm like,
Okay,
what am I
good.
doing? Okay, yep.
Okay, good. So she's starting her live stream at 8:30. So you can do that tonight with her if you want to.
Sounds like a plan. It's very soon, so it sounds like a plan.
Yeah, awesome. You can hang out here and then you can just go hit up Diane at 8:30 if you want to.
Sounds great. Thank you, ladies, both. I really appreciate you giving me a time.
You're welcome, Foxy. Mimi. Hi.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes, what topic are you here for?
I just wanted to ask a question really, just about myself. I'm kind of coming out of like a people pleasing mode, like stepping into this like more confident part of my life. And I just wanted to know if you have any tips on trying to, so for example, when I speak, I feel like I tend to shut down a lot, especially when other people's opinions are a bit more broader than mine. And I wanted to know if there's any tips or anything that you can give just to make sure that I'm speaking with more vigor, like standing my ground a little bit more and trying to be more firm in my own opinions.
Mm-hmm. So this is something where practice makes perfect. Initially, when you are speaking up, the reason why you hold back in those moments is because you probably experience a physical symptom of social anxiety, like your mouth goes dry, your hands start to shake, your throat closes up, your heart pounds, your stomach is in knots, like it feels uncomfortable to want to speak, and so you don't speak. Would you agree?
Yeah,
Right.
definitely.
I know, I went through it all, my love. So initially, those moments where you want to say something, you need to do it despite what you're experiencing. That means you're going to say it through a dry mouth. That means you're going to say it and your whole body is shaking like a leaf. That means you're going to say it and you feel like your heart wants to pound out of your chest, but you're going to say it anyway. And the next time you want to say something, you're going to have those symptoms again. Just so, like, it feels like it's so hard to get the words out. Like, if your voice is shaking even when you're speaking, but you say the words anyway. And what you're going to find is you're going to say the words, and what you were afraid of, what caused so much stress and fear and anxiety, the repercussions you imagined don't happen the way you imagine. And you come out of the situation looking back going, oh, that wasn't so hard after all. And then the second time it feels really hard to do it, but then you walk away from the situation going, oh, that wasn't so hard after all. And then the third time it's a little bit easier. You still got those physical symptoms, but they're not as high. And then the fourth time they're not as high. And the fifth time they're not as high. And the sixth time, seventh time, eighth time, people start telling you seem very confident. Okay? So you have to do it despite how you feel. You got to push the words out, because the more frequently you do it, the easier it becomes. Do you see how long have you been watching me for?
Honestly, I started watching you like 3 days ago. I've been like down the rabbit hole of just watching all your videos. So yeah, it's not been long, but I really appreciate everything you have been saying. It's really changed my perspective. So yeah,
Do I seem confident?
yeah,
Do I
definitely.
seem forceful?
No, not forceful in the sense that I'm trying to persuade you, but
No.
that, yeah,
But do I seem afraid to say anything?
no, not
No.
at
You're
all.
assertive.
I'm assertive.
Assertive, that's the word, assertive, yeah.
I had to
Assertiveness.
develop that. I used to be the person who couldn't open my mouth because I was just so anxious. I had so much social anxiety. I couldn't start conversations. I couldn't speak my mind. And I changed all of that because I practiced until I got good at it. Is there, other than this goal of like speaking your mind, do you have another goal, like a career coaching goal or a self-esteem goal or a dating relationship goal?
I think right now I'm just trying to get out of this people pleasing state. That's like what I'm focusing on. I
Right.
think moving forward, it would probably be relationship because that's kind of it ripples down into people pleasing relationships, trying to get with
So
getting with the wrong people.
the reason why I'm asking is because in my books, I coach you. And in all of my books, I coach you into higher self-esteem and more courage. I coach you into being the kind of person who can stand your ground and own your space and speak your truth. So in No More Assholes, I teach you those elements, that confidence, that courage, your communication. I teach you all this in No More Assholes. So if you think down the line you're going to want to start a relationship, you can get this book and do the work. And it's like studying for a test. So even though you're not ready for a relationship yet, you doing the work means you are improving your self-esteem and your courage and your confidence. And down the road, when you're ready to date, you will be prepared. So you could do it like this, or you could do a focus that is solely on your confidence and courage. And that would be the Glow Up Journal, where for 60 days, I have you doing specific exercises that push you out of your box and increase your self-esteem and courage because you're practicing it.
Okay. Thank you. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. There's buttons in the link in my bio if you thought you wanted to grab these books, okay?
Thank you.
All right, my love. Come back anytime.
Chantal, it's been a while, but I love the stories that you tell, specifically about how you developed that, or how you got out of that social anxiety and like going up to people at parties and forcing yourself to start those conversations. And then now where you're at, where you're hosting parties and you're hosting big events and you're about to host this conference in Niagara Falls. And, it's like, you have completely transformed. And I have it's just so cool to see. Like, I didn't see that transformation, obviously, but just to know that you're not done blossoming yet. Like, you're still blossoming.
Yeah, and that's why body count doesn't matter. Because I might have been a hoe back then, but I'm a virgin now. Like it's just people change, people shift, people evolve. And if you don't understand that, then you're still pooping your pants. But yeah, I've come a long way, baby.
I love you. It was, yeah. Before she came up, who are we talking to? Anyway, doesn't matter. Oh, yeah. I remember now. But just being able to watch you just work. What's that sound? You are watching a master at work, is how it feels every single time. I've never stopped being awestruck by just watching you do your job every time. I'm never not surprised by you. I love it. I love being here and watching you work.
Thank you.
Chantal, when you were talking about that, because it's another thing in common, because I used to be so shy and insecure, like all the way up into university, and people now like are like they can't believe that I was that shy, but I was so shy and insecure. And I think it was like in university there was one time, well, I had a friend and we used to go watch this band regularly, and there wouldn't be a lot of people, and she would want to dance, and she kind of forced me to get up and dance when there was nobody on the dance floor or like nobody else in the bar. And I started doing that, and it gave me so much confidence, and I've never stopped. And now I prefer to dance on a dance floor that doesn't have a lot of people than like crowded ones, and I'm usually the one that starts the dancing.
Yeah.
But yeah, I same. I had that growing up too.
Mere fact that you have a live dedicated to defending. I'm not defending body count. I'm the antidote to the poisonous males spreading disinformation, saying body count definitely matters. Those males don't take accountability for their ego, their dysfunction, their indoctrination, their mental illness, their delusions. I'm the antidote to delusional males. We defend nothing. You offensive males are what we are blocking and deleting and squishing like ants. Watch, reply to me, and I'll squish you like an ant, just to show you how insignificant you are. It's not defending as though you matter. The word you're looking for is indifference. You don't matter. In fact, you don't exist. Hello, Kobe.
I wanted to talk about the anxiety thing for sure. I mean, when I had came up the first time, like that's what was going on with me, honestly. Like that's why I couldn't really get everything out the first time. Like I definitely suffer from like social anxiety and just probably just and like I'm more like anxious in general, but yeah, like it's definitely more of like a bodily thing too.
Yeah.
For sure.
But that body sensation doesn't need to interfere with your choice of behaviors.
Right.
So when you choose behaviors despite the body's sensations, those selection of behaviors can change your body sensations. So there's your brain and there's your body, and there's your body and there's your brain. So a thought can have an effect on your body, give you an emotion, right? And you have a physical sensation because of your thought. Your body can give your brain an idea. You can relax your body and it relaxes your brain. So you can do top down or you can do bottom up. So when your brain says, I'm too anxious to speak and speak up for myself, you can say, screw you, brain, I'm going to make my body do this anyways. And the more your body does that, the more your brain starts to come in line and your brain starts to say, I am confident, I can speak up because you keep doing it.
Hell yeah, I like that. I mean, that definitely makes sense. Yeah, I like that.
We're all about the growth here, my love. We're all about the responsibility and the growth.
Yeah, love that.
Theo?
Hi, Chantel.
What
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. What topic are you here for?
I'm new to your stream here, so are you providing a premise? Is that well? Tell me what topics are available.
Well, if you Google who is Canada's best dating coach, you might come up with things other than this that you want to talk to me about. Because I do teach people how to pick the right person for a relationship, be the right person in a relationship, how to have a zero fight relationship. I teach career coaching and self-esteem and happiness, because who you are, your happiness, your fulfillment is a contribution to your relationship. And I think we should make positive contributions by being in a good place. So there's a lot that we could talk about. This is my debate topic. It is a facts over feelings debate, not an individualized debate, meaning we don't start a sentence with I think, I feel, my opinion, my experience, because as far as I'm concerned, you can think and feel and do whatever you want. So I'm not here to change you. We're only discussing this in a factual or scientific way only. I've had this prompt up since August 2024, waiting for somebody who says body count does matter to bring a fact or a science. My side of the debate is body count does not matter to the people. I don't say all, the people who practice logic and stick to facts. And I have 3 facts to back up my side of the debate.
Cool, awesome. The people, because that was kind of my question here. Like, doesn't matter, like societies and cultures and countries, like the people.
Listen, society can be very wrong, right? Because a society could say all Black people should be slaves. Is that a good society? No.
Probably not.
No, that took you
That's crazy.
way too long.
No, the rhetorical
Way too
question.
long. Anyways, I'm going to pretend that didn't happen. We used to have a culture where doctors said you should smoke. Smoking is good for you. Was that a good culture that we had?
Yeah, no, I'm just trying to understand your
So
formal
society and culture are not always what we should be following critical thinking is what we should be using. Would you agree?
Certainly, love rationale, love Socratic methods.
That's why
Definitely.
I only host this in a facts over feelings debate, because I'm not here to listen to ego dysfunction and indoctrination, nor am I here for people who don't take responsibility for their own thoughts, emotions, and behaviors. I stand with logic and logic only.
Sweet, cool. We're on the same page, because I think, like, from an individual level, I can totally vibe with what you're saying about rejuvenation and finding self-identity. So I think that point's probably moot. I guess when we talk about doesn't matter, it's kind of like in the infinite. So I think we are talking about more than the individual. Would you say that's fair?
More than individual? What do you mean more than individual? What does that mean?
Like, yeah, I guess I'm just talking about in the greater scheme of things. Does it
In the greater
matter?
scheme of thing, a normal bodily function is not wrong, and anybody wanting to say it's wrong needs to bring evidence that it's wrong, because us logical people don't believe people who just choose words trying to convince us of disinformation.
Yeah, no, I gotcha. I do have one point that I think we probably will agree on. I think we know that men can be assholes, and they do use manipulation, of course, right?
Men are never assholes. Men are wonderful. Guys are lying about being men.
Oh, there you go. Good.
So guys that are lying about being men are the ones we complain about to our girlfriends, saying he's such an asshole, he did it again.
Yeah. I guess, well, we can talk about like who it matters to or who it doesn't. I guess
No. We don't care who it matters to. That's why this is a facts over feelings. The people who say body count matters are in their fifis in imagination, not grounded in reality, because they're thinking about things that aren't even happening.
I guess you might have to go out on a limb with me and agree that your sentence, body count doesn't matter. You're talking about
The people. Wait a second.
More than
The
just
body, I didn't hear what you're saying, so just stop talking and you can finish when I correct you. Body count doesn't matter to the people who practice logic and stick to facts.
Okay.
I understand there are other people who go in their imagination, think about things that aren't happening, give themselves emotions, and blame other people for how they feel because they're mentally ill and don't take accountability for their own thoughts, emotions, and behaviors. I know those people exist. We don't pick those people, which is why you and I are not going to discuss them unless you want to bring me a peer-reviewed study, because I'm not here to talk about people that are delusional and mentally ill.
Yeah, no, you're good. You're good. I'm not totally respectful of this forum. I just want to understand like the core point. I think I got it. Body count doesn't matter to the people who practice logic. Is that right?
And stick to facts.
Logic. Okay, cool.
Logic and facts.
Okay, yeah. So like if there was hypothetically a town of like 10 people, if they're all practicing
I'm bored. No. You're making up a story. I'm going to cut you off because it doesn't say tell me a story. We're going to debate this, like I said in the beginning, in a factual or scientific way only, but not storytelling.
Okay, I think, yeah, we'll move on. But I hear where you're coming from. I get what you're putting down. So to drill in, I guess where I'm coming from, to circle back about how men or guys,
No, you can't speak for people you've never talked to without a peer-reviewed study. I don't accept that.
Yeah, so I'm just asking if you can agree that men or rather
No, I don't agree. I don't agree to your words attempting to speak for people you've never spoken to, because that is lying language. Do you have a peer-reviewed study if you're trying to get me to agree to something about other people?
No, I'm not breaking this down from like a scientific level. I'm just talking about like
Then
the
you don't get to
of the
speak your
philosophical
disinformation.
argument.
I don't listen to disinformation.
Yeah, if you, I can explain my point in a sentence here, if that's okay for you.
I'm
Chantal.
not going to let you speak for people you've never spoken to. That is lying language. If that's your point, move on.
What you're trying to sneak in your point of view without having to bring evidence, and that's what she wants. She wants the evidence. You can't bring the point of view and then the evidence. You got to bring the evidence first. So we have to know you have evidence.
Just to clarify, which I didn't do in the beginning, and that's my bad because I let you talk without setting the ground rules. A fact is something outside of you and me, agreed upon on site because it is so obvious. You agree this is a key?
Yes.
Me too. And I don't accept you speaking for other people without bringing 4 pieces of information, which is title of the peer-reviewed study you read, the website you found it on, page number, and paragraph number.
Yep, I'm with you. So I'm trying to find stats on like sexual trauma. That's kind of where I'm
Find them,
going.
but I'm not going to sit here and wait for you to do that. You can come back.
463,000 victims.
You can. I'm not listening to you. I'm not listening to you. Listen, if you're going to yap over me, I'm just going to let you go. Okay. Again, not here for the storytelling. Not here for your made-up stats. If you could bring me a peer-reviewed study, I'm more likely to believe you because we could go take a look at the evidence. But you trying to push a narrative without evidence is unacceptable. What I don't do here is allow the amplification of lies, fear-mongering, or disinformation.
Oh, even if you find any information about sexual trauma, that's not going to say anything about body count. Body count is a number. It doesn't give you any qualitative information. It's not going to tell you if that person had sexual trauma or not. It just tells you how many people they had sex. And even then, it might not be true because the person might be lying.
Yeah.
And even if somebody had, listen, if somebody had a ton of sexual experiences and from those experiences had sexual trauma and then fixed their sexual trauma and stand here today fully formed, fully in control, not traumatized, absolutely A-okay. That is irrelevant because this is who they are.
Yeah, present. I'm for that. I think we share a lot more in common than we disagree on. I have a 3-chain logic chain. So do you want to entertain that? It doesn't have a peer-reviewed study. It's just 3 logical points.
I don't amplify lies, fear-mongering, or disinformation. Facts or science only, no storytelling.
Okay. All right. My premise is that being with guys can lead to
no, title of the peer-reviewed study. We don't care
Trauma
about your
leads
made-up
to
premise. We
negative
don't care about
effects.
your made-up stories. I gotta let you
You
go
have
because you're
that.
not listening. You keep wanting to make up stories. You keep wanting me to listen to your made-up stories. You have no respect. Again, a failure, ladies and gentlemen. Did he hear what I was saying? Or did he keep swinging back around because he wanted to give his made-up story? Because, listen, the people spreading disinformation needed to be heard. Because disinformation cannot exist unless it is said over and over again. That is why it dies here. We don't allow disinformation because disinformation needs to die. And I'm teaching lots of people all over the World Wide Web to let you die with your disinformation because we don't accept it anymore. Colby.
I got a question. Wait, hold on. Because when you asked him about slavery, why he said probably not though? Why you said that? That was
Listen,
crazy.
I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I already commented on that. Okay, my love. We're not gonna do that. Okay, we're keeping on track. I already reacted to that. I already commented on that. That's gonna be enough for this. Okay. I clocked him right there. Don't worry about it. I am on your side. I am on your side. Jordan. I'm gonna drop me my love, Colby. Jordan? Jordan, can you hear me? Jordan, can you hear me? Did he butt dial? Oh, I'm gonna bring me in. Watch your ears, Ripple. Watch your ears. Anybody wearing an earpiece? Watch your ears. Clicking with
Because
Fox.
they don't agree. Because they don't agree. They're liars. Point blank period. They're liars.
It's a lie when they say they agree. It's a manipulation. It's an attempt to weaken me, right? Like if I know I'm facing opposition, I have opposition armor. So what he's trying to do is say, I'm not opposition. Put down your armor. Don't worry about me. I'm not here to hurt you. Meanwhile, he's going, meep. Oh, look at this guy. Looks at a woman, thinks about 200 peepees. Oh, the peepee obsessed will tell you how many peepees they like to think about. Ladies, if it doesn't come out, if it wasn't in their head, it wouldn't come out of their mouth, right? So you look at a female, think about 200 dudes, eh? Okay. Keep running through me to the dudes you like to think about, Mr. Ran Through. I like to run through females to 200 males. You and Bonnie Blue got some splaining to do. Apparently, y'all like the volume.
What you were saying, them trying to lower your guard, but also it really smells of misogyny of, oh, here I'm the man and I'm approving of you. I agree with you. It's very patriarchal, and you know what I mean? Like it's ew. Yeah. I'm gonna drop down. Good night, everybody. I'm gonna be live in about 20 minutes doing my energy healing work. If there's anything that you would like help with releasing or healing, I'd be happy to help you. Good night, everyone.
Bye, Diane. Have a good night.
Good night, Diane.
Who's next? Next. Dondra, you got to send him 200 eggplants to satisfy him. It takes 200 to satisfy this male. Damn. I mean, I'm happy with my one, you know, but you got to have 200. Okay. That's right, Dondra. Almost there. Almost there.
How does do you have the ebook out yet of the Evolution Revolution?
I do not. Not
Okay,
yet.
so just paperback. Okay. Does it show you how many you've sold so far?
Let me go see. The Evolution Revolution is really starting to take hold. I'm killing it on Amazon. Last time I checked, No More Assholes was like number 24, and it got as good as number 21 in dating.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Oh, and I'm over 200 books this month. So, Evolution Revolution.
And it's only the 7th?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Women are choosing women. So it doesn't show yet. It will maybe show me tomorrow.
Hello.
It's really noisy, my love. Can you go somewhere quiet? You need to go somewhere where there isn't all this background noise because we're going to have difficulty hearing you. Are they in the club? I didn't hear the music. In the club. He's at the gym. Over 200 bucks this month. I freaking love it. Oh, I love this. So happy, so happy. Women are waking up. Women are saying no more toxic relationships, no more abusive relationships, no more dysfunction, no more distractions, no more negativity. I love it. I love it. All for regeneration, not advocation. That's all for regeneration. What are you regenerating? Words,
You're
behaviors.
advocating for what?
Words, behaviors. Notice how they're two different things? I see the words, but I also see the behaviors. What are you trying to heal, Theo? What are you trying to heal? Because I think women are doing just fine. I think women are healing themselves just fine. Oh, Theo, no. No. In the chat, Theo. In the chat. No, I don't trust you in the talkie box. You already showed me. You're not trustworthy. Healing for women? Well, that means bodily autonomy. That means you're not making up stories. Women are healing themselves, my love. You know who you need to focus on healing? You need to turn your attention to the males who think body count matters. You need to tell them to stop thinking that way. Are you going to do that, Theo? Are you going to talk to the males who think body count matters and tell them that is unreasonable and illogical? Are you going to do that? Oh, you're making up stories still. Look at Theo still making up stories about women's bodies and sexuality without any evidence whatsoever. I'm going to block Theo now because we see right through him.
Thank you so much. I'm very grateful for you blocking him. I wanted to mute him so much.
Yeah. Notice how he comes out with these soft, kind words and this soft, gentle voice. But what is underneath that? Sexism, dysfunction, delusion, all disguised, isn't it? So disguised for people who can't tell.
We've had a few of those tonight. Quite a few.
Because there's a change in tactic, Ripple.
Mm-hmm.
Eh? We're so effective, aren't we?
Mm-hmm.
When's the last time you saw the words bop?
I don't remember.
Been a little while, right?
Definitely not as often. Like there was a wave, like a year ago, I guess,
Yeah.
and it slowly fizzled out.
Because we took it away.
Mm-hmm.
We're taking away their ability to control women's bodies. We're taking away their ability to shame us. We're taking away their ability to make us think we did something wrong by having consensual sex. We're taking that all away. And by taking that away, we take away the last vestige of any control they have over our well-being. So now they're trying to convince us that they're not so bad after all. So here's the thing. They were outright with their bullshit and we took away their language. So they changed their language and they started hiding their bullshit under soft language. But what we're taking away is their ability to hide their bullshit under soft language. So now we're taking away the ability to be covert, and the only thing left is actual change.
Oh, that's why. Oh, you know what? So random, but also not. That guy Mike that you muted earlier, where I was like, I'm not into men, and then he came on the panel. Or no, you didn't mute him. Anyway, uh, he just dropped back out. But that's what he was saying in the chat. He was like, wasn't that guy so polite? And I was and respectful. And I said to him, I said, no, he was a hypocrite. He said, so but you agree he was polite and respectful. I was like, no, being a hypocrite is not polite and respectful. And like,
No,
and
it's
then we had this whole back and forth about it. And then I just forgot, like, I just stopped talking to him. And that's why I was like, leave me alone. Like, I'm tired of talking about this.
so their next tactic is to slap you in the face, but keep a passive, kind face with a low voice. So aren't they respectful even though they're slapping you in the face, right? Like they're trying to disguise their dysfunction with a behavior. But we are not going to be dumb enough to fall for that. We're still going to weed them out. That's the whole point, ladies, is that they're going to try so many ways to try to manipulate and coerce you and try to wear you down. And it's important that you follow this by the letter. It's important that you set a date 3 months from the day you first meet. It's important you stick to the entire 3 months and don't let them smooth talk you into reducing the 3 months. Thank you, my love. Don't let them convince you they're better people in a short amount of time just because they have a calm demeanor and a soft voice.
Or the guys who punch holes in walls and say, "Oh, but I've never hit a woman." Nah, that's also not okay. Like that's if you could hit a woman, that's what you would be. That's when guys are punching holes in walls and being violent in front of a woman during an argument or something. They're showing her what they want to be doing to her. That's the only purpose of that.
Yeah.
Because they don't do that when they're mad at their bosses at work. You know what I'm saying? Like they have that same anger and pent up energy when they have a disagreement with their bosses at work, but they don't do that at work. But they will do it to their partner at home. So no,
Yeah.
no, that's not okay either.
Situational.
Yeah.
My mom would try to tell me I can't help myself. That's not true. My mom was situational. My mom couldn't help herself only around me.
Mm-hmm.
Not in front of my dad, not in front of my sister, not in front of anybody outside the family, but with me. Ooh, now you can't control yourself? Interesting.
And
If they're not doing that, but they are saying, I want to punch a wall, it's also super big red flag because they want to invoke fear into you, that they want to do that they are aggressive to that point. And they are like, I'm a gentleman, I won't do that just because of you, but it's just manipulation.
100%. Chantal, quick question. Weren't you the youngest too?
Yes, my sister was 3.5 years older than me.
Was there jealousy there? Like your mom jealous of you?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know my mom's jealous of me. Joe, give me a second. There was something I wanted to say.
You're talking about how, regarding your mom, or what Dia was talking about?
I know. I forget now. Shoot. Okay. All right, Joe, hi. Let me unmute you. Joe, what topic are you here for?
How are you doing?
Hi.
How's everything?
Amazing.
So the question is, body count doesn't matter.
That's the question was, what topic are you here for? Now that I understand what you're here for, that's the debate topic. This is a facts over feelings debate, not an individualized debate. I'm not here to change you in any way, shape, or form. I'm not debating you on you. We're only discussing this in a factual or scientific way without starting a sentence with I think, I feel, my opinion, my experience. Are you here for that debate?
Yeah, fair enough. I'll do my best. If those words slip out, it'll be an accident.
I will correct you. I
Yeah.
never let disinformation rest in the air. I immediately correct things when they need to be corrected. A little bit of ground rules. Would you agree this is a key?
Yeah, that's a key, yes.
Yeah, me too. So a fact is something outside of you and me, agreed upon on site because it is so obvious outside of you and me, right? That's why we're not starting a sentence with I, outside of you and me. And then if you want to bring a science, you have to bring 4 pieces of information, title of the peer-reviewed study, website is on, page number, paragraph number. If you haven't read a study, you don't have the science to present. Is that fair?
Absolutely.
Okay. Just for the record, if it seems like you're going to see something that sounds like a science, I'm going to interrupt you, because what we don't allow people to do is amplify lies, fear-mongering, or disinformation. So if something seems like a science, I'm going to say, what's the title of your peer-reviewed study? Because we need to go find the claim you are about to make before you make it, because I don't let people say it out loud when it's not true.
Fair enough.
Okay. I'll let you go first. What do you have? Facts or science?
I don't think I'm educated, or I don't think I'm the appropriate person to really comment on this. I was just going to say that body count doesn't matter and agree with the statement.
Would you agree that body count does not matter to the people who practice logic and stick to facts?
Yes, I would agree with that.
Would you agree that body count does not matter to people who stand confidently in the present assessing data?
Yes.
Would you say body count does matter to people who go in their imagination, think about things that are not currently happening, and give themselves unnecessary emotions?
Projectors, yes.
Yeah. Okay. Anything else?
It's an individual decision,
Of
right?
course, just like
Like,
us women will make the
yeah,
individual decision to block and delete people who say body count matters because they're failures to meet our preferences.
exactly. Or, red hair is pretty and blonde hair is not.
And I
It's
like my husband's cafe au lait mocha colored skin.
exactly. Or
Yes.
you prefer tea over coffee.
Mhm. Yeah. People are allowed to have their preferences, which is why I don't let people start a sentence with I think, I feel, my opinion, my experience, because go be who you want to be. We just don't need to have a relationship with you.
Absolutely. You couldn't have put it a better way.
Okay. Can I
Yeah.
help you with anything while you're here?
No, you're probably the nicest person on the forums that I've encountered in a couple of days. There's a lot of mean people out there.
Okay. I'm not mean. I'm not.
She treats you appropriately.
Yeah.
So you came here nice and respectful, so she's given that to you.
Yeah, very, very sweet, very kind.
I match energy, my love. I match
Thank
energy.
you. Yeah, I appreciate it.
Go look in the mirror and go, I'm a sweet, kind man.
I am a sweet, kind man.
Yay.
Yeah, I don't even got to look in the mirror. I already know it.
I love that. By the way, if you want to know who you were talking to, you could Google who is Canada's best dating coach. You're probably going to see my
Okay.
name.
Ah, look at that.
Yay.
Super cool.
I teach people how to pick the right person for a long-term relationship, and I teach people how to be the right person in a long-term relationship. Here's the picker books. This is for women.
Okay.
Women don't turn to their friends and go, he's such an asshole, he did it again. We're not going to do that. We're going to take accountability for the words coming out of our mouths. And this is for the men who want to pick women.
Okay. I like the titles.
Yes. And then when we are in our relationships, we're going to take responsibility for our baggage, our thoughts, our reactivities, our emotions, our behaviors, full accountability. And that way we have functional relationships.
Very cool. Your market is half of the population, right? Isn't the divorce rate similar what's the divorce rate in Canada? US, it's like 65%.
About the same. This
Okay.
this helps women heal faster from a divorce. Because divorce isn't a failure, it's a reset.
That's how I felt when I got divorced. It was a redo.
I'm on my second husband, 20 years with him, still make out with him every single day, still find him so sexy every single day, because this is who I fell in love with.
Okay.
Yeah. And he's still all this, so I still find him attractive. Even though his belly is now out further than his bum.
Well, they make medicine for that now.
Oh no, I just watch what I feed him, that's all. And I don't buy him bigger pants. When he starts to suck in to tie up, I start feeding him less.
That's funny.
Yeah. Can I help you with anything while you're here?
No, I if somebody wants to come on, they can take my place, or I just like to listen at this point.
All right, Joe, we enjoyed you. You come back
Yeah.
anytime, okay?
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Thank you, my love. I love what I do. I just got a big warm rush. Anybody else feel a big warm rush?
All the time, every time I'm here.
Are you feeling one right now? Goodness. I love the goodness. Thank you, Mila. I love the goodness. I love when we can sit here in matriarchy. This My loves, what you are experiencing, what you're witnessing, this is matriarchy. Magician Goddess, hello, my love. My newest inductee into the Hall of Fame, Hall of Greatness, the Evolution Revolution. Giselle started your book after leaving an abusive relationship. Giselle, ooh, my love. This one here, is that the one? Love this. Scarlett, hi. Welcome back. Mare. Yes, yes, love this. Have you cracked it open yet? Have you started reading? Mare, I know, yes, good point by you. Good point by you. Giselle, do you know what this is, my love? Have you heard about the Freedom Bell? Yes? Have you heard about the Freedom Bell? We ring this for you. This is what you get when you liberate yourself from what is not serving you. Meal prep and cooking facts. Woohoo! Freedom Bell for you, Giselle. We celebrate your freedom. We celebrate your freedom. Congratulations. That's the Freedom Bell. When you leave a bad relationship, when you choose to not enter a bad relationship, when you block people who show you red flags, we celebrate your freedom. By the way, this is an antique Tibetan bell. This was in a Tibetan monastery. Libet Lori. Hello, my love. I love this. Good. I'm always happy to ring this bell. I very distinctly remember picking this up today and going, I'm going to ring this today. I knew I was going to ring this today. Yay. Ah. So much goodness. We have so much goodness, so much family, so much community, so much information, so much education. There's so much confidence that comes out of this place. You're so welcome. You're so welcome. We thrive on your freedom. Xander! Xander!
He says hi.
Hi, the baby. Meow. Meow. He's minding his business.
Yeah.
What do I do to stay active? 5-minute workout. So there on this page, not like this page, this is my backup account where you're watching me. This is my main account. So on this page here, my backup account, I did a 5-minute workout. So I did a, I forget what it's called now. Not a stitch, but the other one. Anyways, I did a 5-minute workout, and I recommend you go find that video and go save the video that I worked out to, or save my video and start doing the 5-minute workout. Duet. Yes, I did a duet. Thank you for that. Kitty. So yeah, so I do a 5-minute workout, and because I have been very fit, I was a stripper for 20 years, which is a lot of exercise. I was a rock climber for 7 years, to the point where I was competing. I did once. I did a bouldering competition one time, but I did get first place in my class, so that was great. I won prizes. I didn't expect to place, let alone get first place, but I did train hard for it. So I have been very fit because of the rock climbing and the stripping, and the rock climbing overlapped the stripping even. So I have muscle memory. So the 5-minute workout is fine for me. I'm hedonistic. So working out for me was rock climbing and dancing, because they were fun activities and they kept me fit. But I'm too hedonistic to like get myself to the gym and bore myself for an hour. So I will do the 5-minute workout. And what I actually started doing, Ripple, is I play Freedom by George Michael, and I do my little exercises to the Freedom Song by George Michaels, right? And it just and I just do each of the exercises until I feel a burn, because I think that's the purpose of all the exercises, is you do it till you feel a burn, and then you move on to the next one, and then you end up doing a whole body workout in 5 minutes. So once a day, Emily, thank you. I get in a whole body workout in 5 minutes. So this message is idiotic. Always ignore the advice of people you don't want. Yes, right? So don't listen to that idiotic single male whose mommy still pays his cell phone. Listen to the woman who's in a 20-year happy relationship, so you can follow her lead and never end up with a loser who doesn't want you to be happy but wants you to pick a loser. A yappy loser. I got nothing to say, but I'm gonna spout off words, cause I got a swinging dick and I think it gives me permission to say whatever I want. Sure, you can say whatever you want. We can block and delete you, squish you like an ant, get rid of you, put you to the curb, with the rest of the garbage. Giselle, not only do I say loser, I say losers can't help losering, which is why I use a no kissing for 3 months dating rule. If you don't occupy their mouths, they will tell you who they are, because a loser can't help losering. I love the Freedom Song by George Michaels. My fan club. Oh, that's so lovely. I came on my free page a few days before the incident. Universe brought you to prepare me. I am here for you. So the universe is working in wonderful ways. When I started my business 10 years ago, the universe brings me information in order to prepare me. And so it's constantly teaching me, and it does set me up for success by helping me understand how to have appropriate, I want to use the word expectations. And I always say expectation is a story you create that disappoints you if it doesn't come true. But the universe does set me up to expect certain things to happen. And so 10 years ago, the information that the universe brought me when I started my business, some of the information that it told me to help guide me is 10-year plan to overnight success. And so because the universe brought me that information, I wasn't in a rush to be successful. I was in a marathon to be successful. So I understood, head down, chug along. Chug along, chug along. Don't mind the haters. Don't mind your self-doubt. Don't mind your imposter syndrome. Keep going, head down, chug along, chug along. Don't mind the low numbers. Don't mind the drops in statistics. Don't mind the drop in book sales. Don't mind it. Head down, chug along, chug along. And so despite all of these things happening, I just kept doing my purpose. I kept developing the ideas. I kept writing the books. I kept responding to my inspirations and my motivations. And I just kept going, head down, 10-year plan to overnight success, 10-year plan to overnight success. And here I am in 2025, 10 years after I started my business in 2015, with book number 13 published today. And people meeting other people on dates who know who I am, finding common ground in my lessons, people talking to their parents, parents talking to their kids. I am really getting out there. And I have had to acknowledge the fact, I think I did this a week or two ago, where I said to myself, tens of millions of people have seen my face and heard my voice. And that's not a joke. Like, I had to sit there and go, that's a reality, and acknowledge that. So let's do this. head down, chug along. I got to set a goal for the next 10 years. What's 2035 going to be? Because at 2015, 2025 was going to be overnight success. So what's 2035 going to be? Ripple, what do you think that should be? Dio, what should my goal be 2025? Hi, Tamar.
35?
2035, yeah.
Build your own university.
Oh, institutions. Oh, I like that. Ripple, what's your idea?
Give me a moment on that. That's not a off the top of my dome type thing.
Dio, I like what you said because it resonates with my current ideas. The ideas that actually started developing in like the last 30 or 60 days of a abuse to trades to business owning pipeline for women, where it's, you know, because women are like, I need to leave this abusive relationship, but I don't have friends, I don't have family, I don't have a place to go with my pet, I don't want to leave my pet with this abusive person, they're going to hurt my pet, so I'm going to stay here, protect my pet, I'll take the abuse so that my pet doesn't, kind of thing. So they're in tough situations. I don't have money, I don't have a job, I don't have resources, I have nothing. How do I get out of this? So I would love to build a housing pipeline. And then in that housing pipeline is a therapeutic approach and like, you know, daycare for the kids, like everything is accommodated, right? So, and different housing structures would be for different groups. Like these are, you know, women without kids and no pets. These are people with pets and we're accommodating the pets. These are women with children and there's daycare involved. So, you know, different things to serve them. And in that therapeutic environment, we start to elevate them. We start to give them education. We give them training into trades. We give them work opportunities. And in those work opportunities, they practice trades and they learn how to do things. And they also learn how to run a business. We'll give them business training and they can start their own businesses. Because for me, the future of women is not being employees. It is being self-employed so that we are paid what we are worth. Ooh, 2035. Okay. Oh, Dio, thank you for that. Ripple, I'm open to your ideas whenever you get them, okay?
Well, it's just that my ideas, I don't, my ideas are pretty big and I don't know if it's something that you're interested in, but I feel like you, I don't think you need to be starting organizations. I think you need to be leading, like, I think you, like a political leader where you direct people who start those organizations, because honestly, like, you have such a broad view, like a grand view of things, and you understand a lot of how things are interconnected and how they need to work and the things that need to happen for them to work. But it's not necessary for you to be hands-on for them to work. You can put other people to work to make those systems put those systems in place. So I don't know, political leader or community leader or something like that, you know?
Or shadow organization.
Yeah. Honestly, the way things are going, it might have to be a shadow organization.
I'm already there. So the combination of what the two of you are saying in the shadow organization, yeah. Because I don't need my name on it. When I think about this, I don't see myself as being a figurehead. I see myself as somebody who's making it happen.
The director.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter, like, you've never been in this for the notoriety or for the money or for the recognition. It's always been about the actual change and the effect, right? And you're very, very, very good at that. And I think that you could have a much greater effect if you could be directing people instead of having to be spending your time hands-on.
I hear you. Yeah, I agree. I agree. And the universe, like it's again, like it feeds me information, right? And a little tidbit because you know me, go big or go big. I go big. I go big. It's like I can't help it. So the universe prepared me for this, and now I feel the universe is preparing me for that. And one of the little tidbits that it set me to prepare me is how to keep an eye out for people who don't belong in my institution because they're trying to slow it down.
I'm also very good at recognizing that. You know, you see me, you see me in the comments, and I immediately like clock people, and a lot of times they'll just leave on their own.
Dia?
To say that I would want to rephrase my university to CEO of matriarchy.
Oh, I love that. I love that. Yes, let's do this. CEO of matriarchy. Speaking of being the CEO of matriarchy, I had a thought earlier where a good companion to No More Assholes is Evolution Revolution. Because not only should women be making the right decisions when they're dating, Evolution Revolution is a book that opens your eyes to how we need to protect ourselves, not just today, but steps we can take to protect ourselves for tomorrow. So making ourselves stronger today means it's more difficult to take us down tomorrow. This is a war. Evolution Revolution is instructions on how to fight this war effectively.
I'm gonna binge read it, I already know.
There's gonna be a lot in it that sounds familiar because it's you know, I write how I speak. And so I noticed myself putting my little isms in there the same way that I say it.
Good. I would hope so. I would hope Chantal High's writing this book and not your alter ego.
Yeah.
What was her name?
Do I have an alter? What?
Your stripper name?
My stripper name was Haley.
Haley.
Yeah.
Haley. We're saving Haley for the romance novel.
Haley. And then, so it was Haley. And in clubs where there was already a Haley, like you have your name if you're the first one there with that name, but if somebody else comes in, they got to pick a different name. So there's a couple times where I had to pick a different name, and my different name was Kat. And so here's how I came up with Kat, by the way. Haley was the name of the first girl I slept with. And then when I got to a club and they're like, oh, we have a Haley, pick something else. And I went, and then I was like, I have 5 cats. I went, Cat. And they're like, fine. That was it. And that was Cat for years. Cat for years.
But the name I go by
is what?
Cat.
Oh, for real?
Mm-hmm.
With a K?
With a C.
See, I did Cat with a K. Man.
The shorthand of my name. Yeah.
Oh, I did not know.
Mm-hmm.
I do not know. So what do your friends call you?
Cat.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So what should I call you?
Ripple.
Okay.
Whatever you want, honestly. I don't care.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kitty. Ira Revolution. Oh my goodness. My goodness.
5 so far you've sold in this live.
I think so. Yes. Soak in the goodness. Yes, I accept. I feel so grateful tonight, you guys. I have big feels tonight. Big good feels. What an interesting life.
Oh, somehow when you say that you feel good feelings, I feel them too, but in this moment, it seems like you feel good feeling, but you know that it would happen. I don't know how to explain this. Like you knew this coming today.
Me or you?
No, you.
Like you knew, yes. When
Tonight?
I'm trying to feel it. But I don't know. I had clients today, so I might be tired and my screening ability can be faulty.
I didn't know how I was gonna feel tonight because I never know. I like when I start a live stream, somebody asked in my comment section, does your heart beat faster when you get on your live streams? And I said no, and technically that was not quite the truth, but I knew what she was asking. Are you fearful? Are you afraid? Are you nervous? And the answer is no. But starting a live stream has a little bit of the same sensation as getting up on stage for the first time. Every shift, the first time on stage has a little bit of the little flutter anticipations in here. And it's not a nervousness and it's not a fear. It's like an anticipation.
When you were releasing your book, did you know though, like this one's gonna pop off?
Yeah, so something, yes, actually. So something is saying that Evolution Revolution is gonna pop off. Like, and the thing is, I was kind of battling that idea in my mind. There, like the voice was like, "Oh, it's gonna be big, bigger than this," and I'm like, "How can it be bigger than this? This is big." Ooh, Jesus. So as I'm having cognitive dissonance right now, right this very moment, because a part of me is excited about it popping off, wants to believe that it's gonna pop off, and then there's another part of me that goes, no, of course not. The world's not ready for this. So anyways, I release, I accept, I meditate, I overcome my cognitive dissonance. I work on my abundance. I touch my trees. Guys, I'm using the sky and the trees to send out smoke signals. I got a tree in my backyard where I can stand and I can reach up and I can touch a branch that hangs lower. And I will stand there and I'll take my shoes off, so I'm grounding, and then I'm also touching the tree. And I will tell the tree to tell all the other trees to tell all the people through the whisper in their leaves, get Chantal Hyde's books. Go see Chantal Hyde, she's gonna help you. And then I go to the sky and I say up to the sky, come to me, because through the sky I can feel people's energy. And I go, come to me, I bring you safety, I bring you goodness. Come to me, I'm gonna help you. And I can feel people pouring in. So anyways, Cheddar. Hello?
Sorry about that. Yes, miss.
What topic are you here for?
I guess the body count.
So that's my debate topic. This is a facts over feelings debate, not an individualized debate. We're discussing this in a factual or scientific way only, but we're not bringing you into the subject or discussing your thoughts, feelings, opinions, or experiences on the subject. Only facts or science. Are you here for that debate?
Oh, facts or science?
Only.
No, I can't. Yeah, you know what? Never mind. I can't debate science, but
I don't pretend to be science, but I have 3 facts, so our body count does not matter to the people who practice logic and stick to facts.
yeah, I guess it's more of an argument than
No, I
fact.
guess you just don't want to hear my 3 facts because I just said I'm prepared, but you want to bow out without hearing my side.
Oh, yeah, no, yeah, forgive me. Sorry about that. Yeah, let me hear the 3 facts.
Okay, so I am prepared for this debate. My stance is body count does not matter to the people. Notice I say the, not all. To the people who practice logic and stick to facts, and here are my 3 facts to back this up. Here's the first one. Would you agree that it's a fact that a woman looking for a long-term relationship wanting somebody with all these qualities no less would need to observe someone over time to make sure they have all of these qualities? Yes or no?
You know what? Dang, that is a fact. I like that.
Yes. Okay, number 2.
Honesty, respect. Yes.
Is it a fact that if a man wanted a long-term relationship, wanted all these qualities because he doesn't want to settle, is it a fact that he needs to spend time with somebody, observing their behaviors to make sure they have all these qualities? Yes or no?
Man, yes, miss.
Number 3, is it a fact that if somebody wanted to know if another person has an STD or STI before getting physical, they need to ask the person to go to the doctor, get tested, get the test results, and show the test results? Yes or no?
Yes.
The logical people who stick to facts don't ask for a number when they want to find out if somebody has an STD or STI, because they know you could sleep with one person one time and have something. They don't ask for a number, they ask for testing from the doctor. Would you agree that somebody could have a low body count or a 0 body count and be dishonest?
Facts.
Would you agree somebody with a low body count can be lazy?
Facts.
Would you agree somebody with a low body count can be irresponsible?
Facts.
Yes. So a logical person who sticks to facts doesn't ask for a number to find out who someone is. They do observation before committing to a relationship.
Yes, I see where you're coming from now, because honestly, I guess as men we tend to just be like, we take a standpoint based off of history and be like, no, you know what, mate? The woman has to be obedient due to the fact that this is the way a household should run. But respectfully, if a woman holds those character traits that you're speaking about, obviously she's gonna follow through.
Yeah. My husband has a low body count. I have a high body count. Both of us have all these characteristics. This is why we love each other. Because like attracts like. Mr. Cheddar, have you had sex with people in the past?
Yes.
Would you say who you did is who you are?
No.
Me neither. And this is another reason why I don't think body count matters. I know the way to find out who you are is to not ask who you did. That's not a reflection of you. Their character and personality traits are not your character and personality traits. If I want to find out who you are, I don't ask who you did. I just stand in the present with you, watching your behaviors until I piece together your patterns.
Yes. And could you agree with the fact that because of life, I feel like when we enter this life, we tend to have a vision, right? Because of what we learned growing up. And when we tend to realize as we get older and mature, we tend to go through this phase of character development where we're just like, you know what? Why am I moving this way when respectfully I should respect myself? And then that's when we come into that light and era where we build those facts that you just presented and be like, you know what? Now I have honesty. Now I have integrity. Now I'm being financially responsible. Because I could tell you one thing, the woman that I'm with now has built me to obtain those type of character traits that you speak of.
Yeah. And I respect myself so much. I practiced my sexuality on my own terms, and I did all the curiosities I wanted to try, and I did all the fun stuff I wanted to do. And because of that education that I got, because I respected myself enough to honor my own body, I was able to teach my husband how to please me. And we have a wonderful relationship.
Most definitely. No, I just wanted to jump on here to kind of just, out of curiosity, I'm like, let me see what this woman is speaking of, because when you see these body count and be like, hold up, what is this woman trying to preach out here? But now I see, okay, you know what, for people that are listening in, I see that this journey that we're on, we must build these character traits.
So I hear you say that you're in a relationship. I hear you say that you love each other very much and you support each other a lot. I want to help you make sure you maintain this relationship in the best way possible. So I've been with my husband for 20 years. We haven't had a fight in almost 10 years. This is how I did it, and this is how men can do it.
Okay, I see that.
If you and your woman wanted to maybe learn better communication skills, better conflict resolution skills, a greater ability to take responsibility for your thoughts, emotions, and behaviors and show up in a functional way, if you thought that was something you were interested in, this is my book for women for learning that in a relationship, and this is my book for men for learning that in a relationship.
Most definitely. I appreciate your time.
Anytime, my love.
All right, I'll talk to you soon.
Thank you, Mr. Chatter.
All righty. Bye-bye.
Download Liz for free in the link in my bio. Yes, indeed. Candace from Canada. Well, it's Chantal. Hello, Colleen. Dondra, we love these. We love these. Dio, good night. Did you drop to go to bed, my love? Good night, Dio. If you are off to bed. Dio, going to sleep? Good night, lovely. Love that in this community, right, Lori? Yeah. It matters to losers. Yes, I always agree. Body count does matter to losers.
She's waking the world up one woman at a time.
Yeah.
We are the ones who are going to change it. The men are going to follow our lead.
That's right. That's right. They will follow our lead. They will follow our lead, but we must take the leadership position and we must take it unapologetically. We must take it forcefully, and they will follow our lead.
Fine, that wasn't like a correction, like a criticism. It was just more of to put the facts together. Really, it's just to keep the facts straight. What Chantal is doing is waking women up, because women are going to be the ones who change the world.
Come on, man.
Come on, man. How do you know my come on, man?
Hi, what's your name?
Yeah, my name is Marv.
Marv,
Yeah.
what topic are you here for?
I want to say body count doesn't matter.
To people who practice logic and stick to facts?
I don't know what that means.
I agree. Body count doesn't matter. What else can I help you with?
Yeah, I want to say it does matter because
Okay. Oh, sorry. So this is a facts over feelings debate. Don't go away. I want to see your face. So this is a facts over feelings debate, not an individualized debate. Do you think you're here to do that kind of debate with me?
I'll debate you on whatever. If you a left leaning female, I'll debate you on anything.
Sure. So facts over feelings means you don't start a sentence with I think, I feel, my opinion, my experience. It is facts or science only. A fact would be like this. Would you agree this is a key?
Yes.
Me too. A fact is something outside of you and me, agreed upon on site, because it is so obvious. If you want to bring a science, you have to bring 4 pieces of information before you say it out loud. We'll go find what you found, and this is how we ensure there's no amplification of lies, fear-mongering, or disinformation. The 4 pieces are title of the peer-reviewed study you read, the website it's on, the page number and paragraph number where you read the words you want to present here. We'll go find it, and then you can say it. Is that fair?
I don't know. I thought that maybe we could have a battle of wits or a battle of intellect
lose, my
or a
love.
battle
No,
of spirituality.
That's not going to work. You're going to lose a battle of wits with me, which is why I keep it to facts or science only, so that way you can have a chance of winning.
Well, what kind of science do you think I'm going to pull when it relates to body count doesn't matter?
I have no idea. I've had this prompt since August 2024 waiting for somebody to pull some science, but nobody has. But I do have 3 facts for why body count does not matter to the people who practice logic and stick to facts.
Yeah, well, you know what kind of studies?
Ooh,
Well, that
no
gives me some
curiosity.
ideas that I could go research for
Oh,
studies to find.
okay. Go find
Uh,
it. Go
Come
find
on,
it.
Chantal. Be his mommy. Hold his hand. Walk him through it.
Go find it. Go find the study. Go find the research. Come back prepared since you want science. Now, you were not interested in facts. I saw that. I saw the disinterest, the lack of curiosity, usually a lack of intelligence, right? Curiosity is a sign of intelligence, but you want to go find science. So I let you go so you can go find your science.
How did you know the come on man thing?
Oh, it said in his bio.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah.
that was funny.
Yeah, this guy doesn't even believe what he's saying. You're getting there, Giselle. Giselle, Giselle, am I rubbing off on you? Are you getting infected by this strength, this confidence, these communication skills, this assertiveness? Are you feeling infected, Giselle? Scarlett, you can tell immediately what the end result will be, of course. But sometimes we got to play with them a little bit. Just have a little bit of fun. Magician.
They surprise us every once in a while. They start off goofy and then they actually flip a switch and learn and listen, or listen and learn.
We love that.
Mm-hmm.
I love your energy. Thank you. You empower me, Scarlett. Blue collar Barbie. Love this blue collar Barbie. What's your work, my love? I really encourage women getting into anything they want, but trades are such a great place to make a ton of money, ladies. You decide what matters to you, not to me. Simple. Exactly. All these morons stomping around the internet going, body count definitely matters. Listen to me. I got to convince you. They need to sit down and shut up. Don't you think? Tojax. Love this. Hey, Jersey, shouldn't those idiots sit down and shut up? Stop trying to convince people body count matters. Like, I got to be the antidote. Amen to learn trades, Carla. I was thinking about tilling, also energy work. What, tilling? Matters to you equals it matters, but you don't exist, Jersey. So when we block and delete you, does it still matter? Because you don't exist to us. What's your answer? Tiles and energy work. Love that. Good balance. Period. It's really funny how these losers try to tell us they're significant when in fact they're just rejects. Matters to me. Yeah, but you don't matter to me. So then it still doesn't matter because you just don't exist once I block and delete you. So where does it matter now? It matters between you and your mom's vacuum cleaner, right? That you're making rusty. Wah, wah, right? Because that's what a loser has. Wah, wah, wah. That's all you little losers have is your crybaby tears when you poop your pants and sit on the floor and wait for a woman to clean you up. But what you're finding is women don't clean you up because women don't care. They just leave you sitting on the floor in your poopy underwear, leaving you to clean yourself up and still crying like a little baby, right? Because we see you. We see you're useless like a baby. You're dirty and messy like a baby. You're illogical like a baby. So we leave you sitting on the floor. We don't care. We're not going to feed you. We're not going to water you. We're not going to change you. We're definitely not going to touch you. So I guess you're just going to expire. Just expire. Watch him disappear. Block. delete, cleanse, remove the garbage. Because all the garbage does, it gets stinkier and stinkier, and then flies start coming in, and now you got a bigger mess to clean up. Like, not only do you have to take the garbage to the curb, you got to air out the house, you got to get all the flies out or kill them or whatever. So when garbage shows up, garbage gets taken out. Right, ladies? Can I see some all caps right in the comment section to show me and the rest of the people here? You will instantly block and delete garbage males when they show you they are garbage. Yes, Scarlett. Blue collar, Giselle, Dondra, Brent. Love this, my love. Yes. Magician, Libertas, Janice, Lori, MMK, Carla, Brent throwing out the garbage girls with garbage mentalities. Giselle, Emily, Magician Goddess, yes. Janice, Lori, Libertas, Classy, Relly, love blocking. Giselle with the garbage can. Renee, right. Love this, love this. Ooh, followed you back. Women in power. Love this. Love my ladies. Love my powerful ladies. My blue collar ladies. Right? Whenever males are like, we built the world, I go, tell me one thing. Just one. Give me one thing a male can do that a woman is incapable of doing. And they shut up. They sit down and they shut up because there's not a single thing this 6'2" Amazonian can't do. Not a single thing that those 6'2" big boys can do that this 6'2" Amazonian can't do as well.
Facts.
Facts. I love it. Love the power, my ladies. Oh, I'm loving this tonight. Loving this tonight. We are on the rise. We are creating a wave of strength, a wave of evolution, a wave of self-esteem, a wave of courage and confidence. And I am so standing on this business. I love seeing you do this, ladies. I love seeing you do this. You make me so proud. Oh, you make me so proud because you're changing the world. Because every single one of you is infecting other people who are infecting other people who are infecting other people. We are unstoppable. I love this. The only thing I need to do is make sure I keep my voice intact. We need self-defense classes from little girls to older ladies. I agree. Libertas. I would love to create daycares close to schools for single moms. Initially, my daycare idea was like girls only. And then I thought about the single moms who have boys. And I'm like, what are they going to do with their boys? Am I punishing single moms with boys because the boys are not girls? And I asked that question, and the universe always answers my questions, always sets me up for success, always helps me understand and see what needs to be done. So the universe sent me a TikTok of a Swedish country, like Finland, Sweden, something like that, where and here's the thing, like in these more Nordic countries, their educational system is diverse. It gets the kids outside, not just in the classroom. Education happens in the world. And so one of the things that they're doing is they're separating the girls and the boys, and they take the girls outside. And I'm looking at like 5-year-old little girls, and they're picking up these logs, okay, that are half of their size, and they're picking them up and they throw these logs and then they give a rebel yell, right? And they're teaching that to the girls, strength and power to the girls. And what are they teaching the boys? The boys sit across from each other and they touch each other's hands and they learn empathy and communication and understanding and like working together and like touching each other. They learn it's okay for boys to show affection to boys. They normalize. I hug my girls. I'm very comfortable touching my girls. They normalize boys being comfortable touching boys because it shouldn't be that the only source of love and affection for a boy is a woman. It should not be that way. We have community. Women have love and affection among ourselves. Males need to learn to develop love and affection among themselves. So I was like, oh, thank you for the expansion on my idea. Yes, I would have these daycares. I would separate the girls. I would separate the boys. The meditation classes, yes, those would happen potentially together, maybe not. But the girls would get self-defense classes and the boys would learn how to interact properly with each other.
Can go back and block that person. I don't know if you can. You know how the Black Panther Party did community work and organizations and stuff, like they worked within the community to serve the community, but they also had their own militia to help protect their community. We should do that for women and girls. That's what we need to do.
So I've been thinking about the protection aspect of it as well. And I was kind of wondering, how do we do that? And then I got the idea last night. So you know how there's security companies that will monitor neighborhoods and you see the little security cars driving around? So we started a security company and it's women. And these are women who are I don't want to use the word policing, but they're policing. So I want to create a security detail. I want to create a security of women who know their shit and they patrol around. And wouldn't it be even better if you never knew who was who actually is patrolling? Because this is what I want these little boys to know, is you don't know which one of us is a hand grenade. Gonna blow up your hand if you touch us. You don't know. You don't know. I want to create the security detail of women that patrol around and protect.
Want nothing more than to just do that.
Okay.
I love, like, I don't know why, but I'm a protector at heart. That's what I love to do.
Yeah. What do you think is the best form of self-defense for women to take, to do?
Oh, definitely. What's it called? What's it called that the MMA fighters always take? Jiu-jitsu?
Okay.
Is that what it is? I think so.
No. Jiu-jitsu? Yeah. AJ.
Yeah.
Jiu-jitsu. Okay. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So are we all in agreement that the best thing women can take is jiu-jitsu? Is that, let's take a little vote on that. Let's do a little poll. What do you guys think? Is jiu-jitsu the best recommendation for women? Oh, love it. Because I'm not here to reinvent the wheel. I'm here to do things the easy way. Jiu-jitsu, yeah. You think, Shelster? Nice. All right, ladies. Takes only skill to be really capable. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So I really want women to start, like, you know, making it like, this is what me and my friends are doing. Me and my friends are signing up for a jiu-jitsu class. Love language quiz. I don't have one in my link, But if you Google 5 love language quiz, you will find that there is an online version you can take, super easy. Take the 30 question quiz. There's not a free one online? I thought there was a free one. Krav Maga. News, there is study that women retain genetic material from previous partners. Well, if there's a study that says that, find it. Title, website, page number, paragraph number. If you can't find it, it doesn't exist. Is it possible to see someone too many times? If they like you, no. Right? We know, AJ. We know, but why is he asking us? Go find it. Go find it, because I could say, no, it doesn't exist, but I could be hiding it, right? Why would you believe me? Why don't you go find out for yourself? Do the research. Find it. If you find one, bring it over here. Title, website, page number, paragraph number, okay? You want to do that? Go find it. We had a couple mails earlier tonight. We let them go so they could go find it. I've had this prompt up since August 2024. Maybe you'll be the one. Ripple.
No, I forgot about them. Oh,
And Ron
silly.
was never heard from again, right? Remember that one?
Yeah. Somewhere in the Bermuda Triangle.
Yeah. Crazy. That's an idea in the first place because it's not even physically possible. So here's the thing about toxic masculinity. It makes up all kinds of fairy tales. No.
What kind of question is that? Women don't have to fly anywhere to add to their body count.
That's a hopeful question.
Yeah.
No.
Women don't, but only dudes are passport bros. There's no passport girls. We don't have to.
Dondra, paying for the trip is not enough, my love. Not enough. Not paying for the trip, not enough. Open forum. Yeah, no, I answered the question. It's a joke because you know I'm not that cheap. I need, first of all, I need $1 million. I need $1 million. Yes, it would take $1 million. It would take $1 million. And for $1 million, my husband, I already talked to him. For $1 million, he good. So it takes $1 million. I need the cash up front. I don't count on people to keep their word. Money first. Show me the money. And you pay all the expenses. And I bring a security detail.
Ooh. I get to live such a great life of adventure. I love it.
AKA Ripple. Mm-hmm. I'd have 3 though. Ripple. I'd add a couple more to the security detail too.
I'd add a couple more.
Yeah, so that my security has security, you know?
Yeah, I'd add a couple more.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to. I would.
Yeah. Safety first. I know. Yes, of course you would, Dondra. Yeah. Dondra knows people. Ooh, okay. What's the key to dating? Laying with an older woman. First of all, laying is going to have you eliminated. Older women are not looking for immature boys, so I'm not going to answer your question because there's no point. Just because you're not going to get anywhere. women only security. Well, you would have women have better intuition. And of course, you were just as strong as any boy. One of our coworkers was a Marine combat instructor. Ooh, she is dope as fuck. Interesting. I love it. I love it. Let's jujitsu up, ladies. All right, evolution, revolution in full swing. In full swing. Is massive waves. I really see a lot of change, a lot of dialogue, a lot of articles and headlines about women who are just not putting up with oppression, and they're not putting up with being a mommy replacement. They're not putting up with parenting an adult. They're not putting up with the frustration of pulling their weight plus while a lazy boy sits in the house and does not do what he's supposed to do. Women are very tired of this whole idea that they enter a relationship and now owe somebody their body and service and time and attention and focus to the detriment of themselves. So women are really turning everything around, and I love that they're seeing me as part of this process. Something that I wrote in the introduction to Evolution Revolution is that I didn't realize I was creating a roadmap. Hi, Sandy. All right, I'm getting hungry. I'm gonna head out and do me. I'm gonna go do me, go have some food, watch some TV, veg out with my doggies, do some more social media. I've been nonstop with my Instagram lately, and it shows. It shows. I've got like over 3 million views on my Instagram in the past 30 days. So yeah, so welcome, Blooming. I've been sharing your most recent podcast with all my friends. Love this, my love. Good, good, good. All right, lovelies, I'm going to head out for the night. Hit the follow button if you have not yet. Thank you, Giselle. Make sure you come back Monday to Friday, 6 p.m. Eastern time for a minimum 2 hours. If I change time, if I change places, there is always a button in the link in my bio telling you when and where you can find me. Magician, good night. Have a good night. Libertas. And Sandy Beach, good evening. All right, so I'm going to do a book walkthrough, my loves. You can get my paperbacks on Amazon. My latest book is Evolution Revolution. You can now find that in the link in my bio as well. Evolution Revolution is the manifesto for how you are going to throw out patriarchy and introduce matriarchy into your own life and have it ripple out from where you exist. We don't need to wait. We create it today. All right, lovely. So Come Back Queen helps you heal faster from a breakup or divorce. No More Assholes is going to help you make sure the next one is the right one. No More Mistakes. No More Assholes is in Spanish. It is also in English. It is also an audiobook. It is also a workbook with bonus material. When you start your new relationship, make sure you use your Fixed Sasha books. Have a 0 fight relationship, learn communication, conflict resolution. So Fixed Sasha for men and Fixed Sasha for women are going to help you with that. Fixed Sasha for women is also an audiobook. And the Fixed Sasha books also have a workbook with bonus materials. So here is the Fixed Sasha for women workbook and the Fixed Sasha for men workbook. Men who want to heal faster from a breakup or divorce and select the right long-term partner, your book is the perfect play. There's a free dating book in the link in my bio, which is Fake Love Need Not Apply. How do I identify and safely remove posers, losers, scammers, and predators? Dating 101 is for your teens to help them identify people who are manipulators and coercive. Let's empower them to be in control of their own bodies and sexuality. Say Yes to Goodness, 10 Steps for a Complete and Happy You to help you elevate your happiness in 10 areas of your life that affect you mentally and emotionally. Custom-made is career coaching. You're going to identify and then monetize your purpose, passion, and talent. The Globe Journal is a 60-day guided journey to help you increase your self-esteem with daily activities that I have you do. You can do this in the book or you can do it in a digital version where you get an email a day for 60 days. That digital version is in the link in my bio. Guys, I'm going to be in Niagara Falls on October 25th for a full day conference, 10 a.m. until 10 p.m. We're going to do a very powerful meditation in the morning with a sound bathing. In the afternoon, we have guest speakers, open mic. There's a film that's going to be shown about me. There's a documentary currently being made. The crew is going to be there getting more footage. And in the evening, we have a dance party, 7 p.m. until 10 p.m. with 2 DJs. We are in the Falls View Marriott, which is the closest hotel to Niagara Falls. So the room that we're in, we are literally overlooking Niagara Falls. It is super gorgeous and spectacular. Niagara Falls on Canada, by the way. So all of those buttons that you want are in the link in my bio. All right, my lovelies. AJ, Rose, Shelster, Carla, Emily, Cynthia, Saras, hello auntie, Lori, Libertas, Classy, Giselle, Dandra, Blooming, Wendy, Magician Goddess, Rennie, Milian, Nails, Temporary Scroller, Tamar, Sean, you're amazing too. AJ, have a great night. Thank you, Sean. Thank you, Sean. I'm happy to be here for you, my love. All right, lovelies. I will see you tomorrow at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. Have a good night, my loves. Bye, Rebel.